Alright everybody, welcome back to Witches in Nibiru. This is session 24, episode 21.
Shit, we're that far.
Nice. Wow. Yeah. We should have a 50th episode.
Extravaganza?
Yeah.
Before anything else, any props? We'll start with Robin.
Ooh, I got my shit lady. And I have all the jewelries on that I'm attempting to attribute to her.
Alright, give me a couple die.
Sweet.
Layla?
I have my pom-poms.
Pa-pom. Pa-pom.
Here's die. Any props for you?
Breast knuckles.
And you're so oh, Batman! I almost forgot Batman.
Give on, give.
Trevor?
Hoodie? Kind of Batman.
Kind of Batman.
But he does.
Well, now
It's all good.
I feel good.
Alright.
It's okay, he'd be in the garbage probably otherwise.
Who wants to volunteer to tell me what happened last time?
Really?
Anybody?
Was that close to happening? Really?
I will.
Alright, in character.
He's got like cuddly.
So like, wow, I sound like Layla. What the hell?
Totally like.
Everything else, shh.
So we were like, wow, I sound like Layla. What the fuck?
You're stealing my thing. We're just like working
Okay,
into it.
so-
Working
Take a
into
moment, take a moment. Get into your heads, guys. Get into your head space. Think about who you are.
Okay.
Bow, 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 bow.
So Henry and I were upstairs. We heard a noise downstairs and we heard one outside. And couldn't quite figure out what it was, but we didn't really find anything upstairs, so we kind of just left. And as we were about to leave and we're telling, God, I can't remember her name, Regina, we're telling Regina to stay inside with the dog and not go outside because it's fucking crazy outside. I can't remember what happened, whether it was, Robin's dad that said something, but then Robin's turning into a cat in front of everybody and booked it outside, and I'm just like, what the fuck? So the dog starts going fucking crazy, and so I just like pick it up and I just shove it in the closet because like we don't have time to fucking deal with this shit. Get outside, like we don't know where Trevor is. I don't even know what the but she's like freaking out, so she's running off, and I find Robin like walking around in the tall grass, and I'm just like, I'm about to follow her, and I'm just like, people just like stay inside. I guess their dad like starts walking out and is like, Trevor, Robin, like try to find them. I don't know, I didn't even pay attention. But then we're walking around the building, and Trevor, somehow we ended up where Trevor showed up out of nowhere, Layla showed up out of nowhere, and Robin came up and was with us, and we ended up on our way behind the house to this giant fucking trash hill. We're still looking for their friend, his name is like Gary or something, and Benny, which we can't find anywhere else. And on our way up we see Joseph, who is Regina's brother, which is also Byron's uncle or something. And and he is like he was gonna shoot us, and he shot Layla, and we're like, you need to calm down. Try and distract him. I yell out, Regina's in the house, and he calms down and and we tell him to go get her out of here and go be with her. So he runs off, and we heal Layla's injury. And what was really interesting was that Trevor was able to pull it out with his psyche powers, and Robin was able to heal it, so that was pretty sweet. And under our investigation, we're like, you can't really see a whole lot in front of you because of all this mist stuff, and it's just getting worse the further we go. And in the car that was near the big hill, they found Gary, so I have some hope that we'll find Benny somewhere. I don't know who looked in this creepy tire hole But we found some angel, which was like the weirdest fucking shit I've ever even heard of or seen. And they said that Benny was up at the top of the hill with some monster. And before I could even think, I just started heading that direction. And I'm like, originally I'm like, we don't all need to be up here. Like, this is our battle. Like, me and Henry can deal with this. But instead we decided to stay together, and we were going to go up the damn hill, but leave Gary behind. Because it would be too dangerous. He's unconscious. At least he's alive.
Okay. Anybody want to add anything?
Sure.
Go for it.
So like, I was totally done with this place, so I'm like totally leaving. All of a sudden, these 3 like dudes with 4 arms, like some Pokemon or whatever, attack me. I get pissed, bring down like this huge ball of flame on their bodies, and they die, which is cool. And I was about to leave again, and then all of a sudden Trevor like appears out of freaking thin air with a sword. Like a sword in a junkyard. So I follow him because I don't really want to be alone. This is creepy. I'm just whatever. So we head off, we find the others. Trevor's going off about this fat Italian kid who's his best friend. Keeps shouting his name like a lost lover or something. So just keep going. I get shot in the shoulder. It hurts. But they shoot the guy off who just shot me as if nothing happened, which is cool, I guess. Robin and Trevor help heal me out. Robin and Nadia try pulling off my sweater, my cardigan, which is totally sexual assault in my mind, but, you know, I'm gonna let it pass. They think they see something. I tell them, sure, later, I'll show you later. Just to get them off my backs, literally. Off my back, sorry. And we trash mountain, cool. Angel, it's glorious. An entire hole, glory hole, cool. Find the fat Italian kid. Trevor wants to leave with him. Then we hear some demon is up top. Not cool. Let's go fight. By the way, Henry's totally obsessed with the sword. He thinks it's his family's, or his group sword. Bull crap. And so, I'm set to go up Trash Mountain, as weird as this sounds.
Here, would anybody like to add to what happened?
Sure.
Go for it, Trevor.
So, up here in this land that I don't know about, fire's on one side, a little river, and then there's like a castle on the other side, and these 3 dudes on one side fighting, these 3 other monster-like dudes on the other side. And I'm like, whoa, I'm getting the fuck out of the way for this. So I put up, like, start trying to run to the what I thought was going to be the safe side, like the normal people would be like, oh, you're normal looking too, so I'm not going to kill you. But they decide to stab me with a big long stick. And so I put up a defense, and like, trying to just keep them away from me. Nicely enough, it breaks his stick, and I'm like, huh, sucker. And then those guys kind of like charge in on him, and the I guess pseudo leader says, thanks, Trevor. I'm like, what? How's this guy know my name? And you know, they go on and kick the crap out of those other guys, and this one weird guy kind of crawls over my like invisible freaking wall. I don't know how he does that, but like just kind of flows over the top. Sure. And luckily I just kind of teleport to the other side, because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep that wall up, hopefully keep that guy who's jumping between. I try some of my mind powers on the leader guy to find out how he knows me, because like, well, if he knows me, maybe I should be like helping them. They might be the good guys for all I know, and I'm just being racist or something. And like, so, you know, like, I mind kind of fuck him like I did my dad, but he tells me that supposedly he knows me, and I get a better look at him, and like, oh my god, he's freaking like David. Like, just kind of a weird David, though. Like, bizarro David. And then, like, so I'm like, oh shit, okay, he knows me? At least I know David, so that means maybe we were friends in this world, too. Maybe there's a bizarro Trevor out there, and we're all pals. So I'm like, okay, I'll join your side. I watch them slaughter them. I don't help that. I'm just gonna let them do their shit. They kill the girl. I see that sword over there that she dropped. I'm like, ooh, that kind of looks cool. And I will it over to me and get a hold of it. And then friggin' Bane tries to eat me with his cloak thing, and luckily I dodge out of the way. I'm feeling a little inspired at that moment, I think. And, I back up just long enough. I've got the sword, and so, like, poof, I'm back in, like, the junkyard again. And I look, and there's freaking Layla in front of me, and a giant tornado to just my side. I turn around, and there's a big car door flying at me. I'm about to get my head lopped off, and I just barely in the nick of time teleport a little bit further away. And, I cut my head. We both run away from that, and we decide to try to scurry around one of the mountainsides, or like mountain trash hills or whatever. And then we run into Nadia and them, and we meet up with the rest and kind of keep moving on. And they're looking for Benny. Nadia, Layla gets shot, etc. That whole portion. Oh yeah, when she got shot, I was like, oh fuck this guy. So I try to like mind blast him a little bit. I heard him some. It gets him all confused, so he's like shooting the gun in the air instead of shooting us, which I'm like, okay, sweet. And then they're like, oh, that's Regina's, husband or Byron's uncle? I don't remember how that shit all played out. But either way, we let him go, even though he totally shot Layla. So, I mean, everybody else seemed okay with it, so so we pushed on. We found the car that had Gary in it. Thank fucking God we found Gary and he was alive. Pretty messed up though, and he lost his phone. I mean, it was ruined. Oh my God, yeah. Oh my God, yes.
Saved his life.
I totally saved his life. They thought he was dead. I was like, no, I'm not gonna let this happen to my best friend. And I'm like trying to compress his chest and stuff until he coughs. I'm like, yes, I did it.
It's totally like a romantic movie.
There's like one extra broken rib that he.
So with that, I was like, oh my God, he needs help, and Robin's got this sweet new powers and stuff like that can totally heal the crap out of people, and boom, one mystical magic thing, and he was back to like looking pristine again, but still unconscious. So we're like, oh, let's kind of maybe leave him here, and then Robin happened to see the tire thing, and we saw an angel, and apparently her name was Eitrius, and she told us that Benny was up at the top, and there's a demon up there, and we're like, shit, I can't let my friends face the demon kind of on their own. Even though Henry's being like a total douche about the sword, and I was gonna just kind of give it to Nadia anyways. I don't know how to use a sword, but now he's like being a dick about it, and I don't really want to give it to them anymore. But they made a deal that like she'll hold on to it, and we'll talk about it later. Fine. So now we're gonna go up there and help them, and we'll find this Benny old guy or something. I don't know why Gramps is here, but we'll do it. And I just hope Gary's gonna be okay here within the car. There.
Robin, do you have anything to add that wasn't said?
Well, Gary was dead. Gary was dead. I mean, I don't know how Trevor did what he did, but Gary was dead. And apparently all I do is heal people. So
Gary was dead, Will Reeves was at the school.
Will Reeves was at the school. But at least I did take a few minutes to decide how to take that bullet out of Layla's shoulder. 'Cause thinking about it, that could have ended really bad. So hey, that worked out well. That's nice. And I thought Henry was cool. Apparently he's not so cool. He's being a freaking douche. And he should have freaking walked outside. That would have been so funny if he had actually gone to the door and opened it and walked the hell outside into that freaking storm. I would have laughed my ass off, but no, people had to stop him. Other than that, it's been covered.
All right. Really fast, like as quick as you can. Injuries. Robin, do you have any injuries at the moment?
Oh, no.
No? Totally good?
Good.
Okay. Layla, how about you? Any injuries at the moment? Anything going on?
I'm healed up.
All right.
You're welcome.
Thank you, magical little girl.
It's
Nadia,
good, I
any
know.
injuries or damage?
No, I had a weird creepy thing happen to me though.
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah.
Do I need to describe my creepy clawed hands?
Sure.
Because that would be my
Wow.
physical condition, is my creepy clawed hands.
Okay, sounds good.
Nadia doesn't even notice though, does she?
No,
No.
she's no fucking clue.
Totally just drop one of the
I'm sure you would have. You're like,
I know.
oh my god, you let your nails grow out that far?
No, and she even grabbed me, so I'm like, wait, would I have noticed her hands? Like, she physically was holding me down, like, with her clawed hand. Or, I'm sorry, she was holding Layla down. Me down, yeah.
Yeah.
You can decide. Trevor?
Let's see,
Nope.
I have a negative
Clear.
my
Physical
wisdom.
condition?
I mean, he used to, but the mysticalness of this place cleared up
I have a
with
negative
what he had left over.
So,
Alright, sounds good.
I have a 0 today.
One second.
Hit the dark chocolate. That's pretty good.
Is that the only time that you like peanut butter with dark chocolate?
once a month. It's not that I hate it.
Alright, guys.
It's random.
We're gonna get back into the setting here. One second while I roll it down. Trevor,
You?
in character, I would like you to describe your current location in the setting. Tell us where you are.
I am over near the car where we are leaving Gary. The whole area is covered in this pink fog. I think we have about a 60-foot vision range. I'm just at the bare edge of the vision of seeing Nadia, because I had to like quickly stop her, or at least catch her and tell her about the demon at the top of it. I mean, they knew that Benny was up there, but they didn't know about the demon right away. My sister's right next to me, and because we just helped Gary, and we're about to scale this junk mountain. And let's do it quick, hopefully, because we gotta find Dad too.
All right. Robin, describe your surroundings, your environment.
Standing next to the car, we just closed the door. Gary is hopefully safe inside. And this weird, very unnatural pink mist is everywhere.
All right. Layla, describe your current surroundings.
Trash. Ew. Foggy. Can't really see. It stinks. It's stormy. I'm just ready to get out of here, but I feel like I need to be here. I want to go. It's so gross.
Just about to head up the hill with Henry. When they caught us before we left them alone, into the giant junk pile of junk. Sounds like a storm's going, but there really isn't any rain. Leaving the swirly tornado-y mist to our back. And there's, I think the mist is up to our knees now.
It's all right.
And we can't see that far ahead.
That's right. You guys are at the base of a large hill with steep edges. This hill is made of dirt and rock. It does have garbage and junk on it, but it is not a pile literally made of junk like the one on the last map. Ahead you can see the eye of the storm, of this large swirling vortex in the sky. The eye is centered above the tip of this hill. As a couple of you mentioned, there is swirling red mist moving all about the ground. It's about up to your knees. There is lightning and thunder in the sky. The lightning is sometimes in strange colors, and reds and greens.
But no rain, right?
There's no rain, but there is heavy winds.
Yeah.
And
Like heavy enough that we feel like we're getting blown around at all?
a little bit. Like not enough to like knock you over, like, but it's.
Just want to be, since we're scaling mountainside, whether or not that could be like, let's stay away from the edge because we don't want to be blown off kind of thing.
There's potential. You haven't felt anything that would send you flying or knock you back or anything like that, but the wind is very strong.
And we're ground level at the moment, so maybe different upstep.
Let's see. That's pretty much it. You guys see a half-mast American flag off to the east, a large broken pipe similar to ones you've seen before. You two, the siblings are both at the edge of a car with Gary. Gary's laying there on the ground, unconscious.
No, he's in the car.
Did you guys load him back?
Yeah, we put him back in because that was the safe spot. We put him back into the car. We put the phone back into his pocket as well. I think it was because they had dropped it on the ground, and we were leaving him in the car.
Okay. Up the hill, you see maybe random broken car doors, bits of junk, jagged wires and spikes, all sorts of stuff, just coming out from the dirt and rock. You see some trees, Nadia and Layla, up to the northwest of you, just barely. You can see the branches poking through the mist at the limits of your vision.
Like this one.
Mm-hmm. And we will start there. I'd like the McCallums to make a perception check for me, please.
Sam's gonna be a broken roll. 2 dice. Now I have to get purple dice.
Come on, guys, be good.
Okay.
Ready for this? Got this.
Yes.
10?
Okay.
Okay, it's
Perception?
Perception.
Will be a 23.
13.
23? Okay, you don't see anything.
Yeah.
You, on the other hand,
I'm still looking at the car.
you see a Walkman on the ground. Like, old Walkman. I don't know if your 12-year-old self will know what a Walkman is. You be the judge of that.
I don't know. Most people nowadays know what a Walkman is anymore.
That's fair. You see a
Was that
rectangular
from a movie? Did I see that in a movie once?
Yeah, you see a rectangular device with headphones. You know what headphones are.
Oh no! I watched Guardians of the Galaxy. I know what a Walkman is.
God, Guardians of the Galaxy, that's so old. That was like years ago.
I know. It's a classic.
I know.
Back in that Marvel time frame.
I will pick that up.
Okay. Roll investigation.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Investigation.
You see carved onto the bottom the initials GR. Henry is kind of slumping along next to you. He's looking a little bit more pale. His arm is starting to scab up, but it was bleeding pretty bad. That's not the bulk of it though. He's got various like black spots across his skin where black and purplish veins are protruding from where the girl from the TV touched him. So he's looking a little bit worse for wear. He's sweating a little bit. He looks a little pale.
Grab his healthy arm.
Healthy arm?
Make him
Okay.
stop.
Huh? What?
And I just like looking at his face. You don't look good.
That's not very nice.
You know what I mean. Are you okay?
Alright.
You don't, like, you're really pale.
Well, you know, we're out here, middle of the night.
Is your arm still bleeding?
What's that? I think it stopped.
You'll be okay if you go all the way up.
I think I'll be alright. I'm good.
Insight check.
Okay, roll.
She meant to do a crime. That's what I'm saying.
We are.
Six
Is
or
it 12?
12?
It was 15, but then I have -3.
He seems like he's not being entirely truthful.
I'm not looking at you.
No.
Is there a tape?
Wait, what?
A tape?
There is.
What are you looking at? Hurry up, come on, we gotta go.
You need 1 second.
What? Start poking over
Open
like
it up.
looking at.
Open it up and.
What is that?
It's an old. I don't remember what they call these things, but.
What's an old tape deck? I think.
Tape
Walkman,
deck?
maybe? One of those things?
Oh, yeah! That's what they're called.
Yeah. They're like the grandpa's listening to those.
Press the button. Is it a press button that pops it open, or is it one of those that have the little notch on the ledge that you just kind of like pull it open and it pops that way?
You have to pull it. A notch? I guess. Okay. I can't think of a better word than notch. So sure.
Okay.
Yeah. The little like outcropping of plastic. The little, yeah.
Stop picking up junk, let's go.
Alright. Just pocket it for now.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are we
Well,
going?
the headphones. It's got a long cord and headphones attached to it as well. Okay, I'm gonna try.
Is it a big?
Nice damage them.
Is it a big set?
They're not big, but they're bigger than a 12-year-old's pants pockets.
Okay, if I'm having issues with that, then it's like
Are you really
I
wanting that?
shoved most of the wires back in my pocket and put the things over my.
You could probably put it in my backpack if you really need it.
Oh,
I'm not sure why you take garbage with us then.
just.
Okay.
Henry, look, I'm good. Okay, let's go. Let's just go.
The moment you're not feeling good, you better fucking tell me.
Okay, you too.
I feel fine.
He starts walking.
Should I stand there for a second?
Before too long, Layla's just gonna I'm gonna pull Robin aside. I'm just gonna be like, I know we don't like him right now, but just keep an eye on Henry. I know he's in rough shape. I'm sure not even would appreciate us just letting him die.
Yeah, she does seem to like.
You guys are dark.
As far as we know,
Well,
death is finite.
Are we gonna go?
Unless you have Trevor.
We better keep an eye on him so he doesn't get cold. I mean.
I'll bring it back. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's gonna suck. What are you gonna do if like Henry drops dead and Trevor's just like, I'm gonna break his ribs?
She's gonna legit freak out.
Okay.
She would like to rage.
What do you guys?
All right.
What do you guys
Keep an
doing?
eye.
What's the plan, guys?
I don't know. How do we get up?
Roll perception.
Yeah, look
All
left.
one?
I'd like Nadia and Robin to roll perception.
Good. It's like a terrible perception.
19.
Woo! Perception.
Okay.
Yep.
I have a -3.
21.
Okay.
Good.
You guys both see
Lily's
a
perfect.
large bear trap through the knee-high mist as you're walking by there and manage to avoid it.
Oh my god, you guys be
Oh,
careful.
guys.
That makes sense. They're close.
I'm over here.
Oh, there's a bear trap right there. Just don't. We don't need any more injuries.
Ooh, watch out, guys. There's probably stuff all over the place.
She's going to
Which
stick
way
very
should
close
we
to
go?
the
Has
people who
everybody
seem very
had their
perceptive.
tetanus shot?
What? Sure. I go to the doctor. Okay, which way?
It looks like it's set though, right?
It is set, yes.
Okay. Can I just kind of like push on it with my mind thing?
You can do that.
He'll set it
Okay.
off.
Set off.
As you guys are walking by, you hear a sudden snap!
Oh my god!
As the thing seems to almost leap from the ground and slam shut and then like fall
What the
everything.
fuck? I didn't even touch it!
I threw something over at it.
What the f-
Thanks,
say
brother.
something next time. God.
Sorry, I didn't want to distract you guys.
And
No, I
walking
kinda-
next to you, you dickhead.
Hey, cut it out.
Thanks, bro.
I don't want anybody stepping on it when we're getting the hell out of here.
I don't like those things.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle.
We've seen some really weird shit out here, like things randomly appearing out of the ground. So just keep your eyes peeled,
You
okay?
didn't read my mind, did you?
Not yet.
Alright, can we just go?
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, which direction? I don't know which way to go. We can't really see what we can
Eeny,
see.
meeny, miny, moe it.
I'm a fan of right.
Right is right.
Right is right.
Fine, let's go right then.
Done.
It's true. I am a fan of going right. But apparently that's
Do you still
to
want to
death.
be behind them or next to them?
Yeah, I'd like to know what order you guys are marching on. And decide that officially.
I'll follow behind.
Okay. Layla's staying very close to the person who seems very perceptive.
Henry is insisting that he walk next to Nadia.
Oh, we're not.
He's kind of like
We're not objecting.
You.
We're gonna let the physical fighters up front.
It's like slightly staggered.
I still have my
I'm just trying to make sure I'm near my sister.
And you have the
Alright.
new sword sheath.
Yes.
Just
It
so you
has
keep
it
an
has
eye on
frosted over your
Yeah.
sheath, so your back feels a
Not
little cold.
everyone.
Yep. I remember. That's why I wanted to make sure to mention it, because I remember I put the other sword in the sheath so that it could just be somewhere, and I'm holding on to my other sword.
Henry has his out as well.
I mean, you don't know what we're gonna encounter out here.
Yeah.
So
Make
let's
sure
keep going.
the 12-year-old girl is in the back, easy to snatch from behind.
Yep. With her large stick.
Oops.
He just died. It's not our fault. He's on death's door right now. He's
don't know.
He's just too prideful to say it. All right.
Alright, what did...
He's trying to be a big, strong man in front
I
of
probably
Nadia.
would,
Right.
but
I don't know what that's.
because my wisdom's okay.
No.
Maybe he just is a big, strong man, okay?
Not a man.
Kick my ass.
Not yet.
Be a man.
Not yet.
Alright, we're gonna have you guys decide your fate. You three, roll a d8 each.
A D8.
Yep.
Wait,
No,
just us older three?
Yeah. I'll get you on the next one.
6.
I only need 3 d8s.
I'm just
3.
playing it. Oh.
Three.
6, 3, 3?
Yep.
Who got a 6?
I did.
Whoa.
What? I'm proud of my new dice rolling a 6. All right.
Oh shit!
Wah, wah.
Why? Oh, it's centered on Nadia. Wait, what?
No, actually...
It looks like it's more centered on Henry, if anybody.
Well, it is... Okay. Visually, it is centered, but the rolls indicated that its spawn point of origin was on Layla's.
Layla!
What?
This is your doing!
But anyway, as you're walking,
I won't question it.
a powerful vortex begins to surround you.
Oh, shit. Watch out for car doors.
What is this?
It's bad! It's
Can we
real
go
bad!
through it?
Get
No.
close together and
Do not
huddle.
go through it! Stay in the middle! I pushed like a zombie into it and it got obliterated.
A zombie?
Oh yeah, I encountered a zombie earlier.
I encountered Pokemans.
Really?
Yeah.
I got creepy dudes and a girl on a TV.
Oh.
Wow, Layla really lucked out. She got a fucking Pikachu.
And a shark.
And you guys are. We got like Walking Dead, like some sort of like weird, creepy dudes like attacking a young girl, and then she gets Pikachu. Like what?
I don't know. Pokemon.
Stay in the middle. Stay in the middle, guys.
Okay.
You guys all move to the center.
Yeah.
It's a swirling vortex of red mist, lightning. You see as pieces of junk begin getting ripped up from the ground. The floor underneath you guys, all the mist is pulled away into the vortex. You can see the bare earth. But, yeah. You guys cannot see through the walls of the vortex.
I don't know what to do.
I shoot a fireball through it.
Don't waste your fireballs.
Or not fireball, sorry.
Okay, this was one third level spell slot.
It's a fireball.
Okay. Layla reaches out her hand, and you see a little glow from her necklace as fire forms in her palm and blasts out into the vortex. As it gets near the walls, it just gets sucked into the vortex. There's a little blip of red light that circles around you and fades from existence in like half a second.
Okay, that didn't work.
Stay in the center. I drove through one of these with a car before, and it kind of messed the car up a bit.
Oh, we don't have a car.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, I drove a car. Shit. Oh, shit.
I would like a dex save from these two figures.
Who's that?
Robin.
Oh, no, Robin!
Hey, Dex is my one good one. Strength, however, that was that. As long as it's not strength.
No, go
I'm
back.
like so nervous right now.
You should be. You should be.
What? Why?
Okay, never mind.
Because you rolled well.
12. Natural 20.
You have inspiration!
I have inspiration. 18.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You two will each take 4 damage as it begins to skim at your shoulders.
Get closer!
How hard does it look like to potentially climb this section of wall? I mean, obviously over there, I'm just pointing at them.
Yeah, fairly difficult. It is doable, it is possible, but it looks very hard. It's got like random bits of jagged metal sticking out, and the incline is inverted, and...
We don't have much other choice. It's kind of pushing us that way.
It's true, it's true.
Do they kind of hop forward then? Or are they in it like at the moment?
I'm going to say that they're at the very edge of it, and that's why they took half damage.
Because they dodged out a little bit at least. Everybody, to the wall! Climb it quick!
I'm gonna try climbing the wall.
And I'm gonna mentally change to the force for athletics.
Okay, everybody go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Not enough room.
12.
Sure.
Probably a high DC.
Athletics?
Oh, was it a disadvantage?
Yep.
Oh.
Mine's with advantage.
Oh,
Come on, cheerleader. You got this.
It's acrobatics I'm good in.
Oh, shit.
She's good with dex, not strength.
No, I'm not even going to. That's a 7 for me.
12.
You got 12, 7, you.
So 1. Yeah. So instead of it being 14 instead.
14, 12, 7, 14.
19.
19. All of you fail, 3 of you take damage.
That's a hard ass.
Damn, man, 19, okay.
You 3 take 2 damage as you attempt to climb, but slip, catch yourself on like a random metal spike or something, and fall to the ground.
Okay, I don't like this idea.
What else? Gosh, Christ.
Henry, however, manages to come up to the top.
We need somebody with rope.
I'm giving him disadvantage.
Okay.
He's a fucked up arm.
Yeah.
He still makes it.
Nice.
She's like,
Are you coming?
How high is
Help
the wall?
It's about 20 feet.
Oh, shit, okay, so we can't even like boost each other.
Can't help.
Can't reach that far.
God,
20 feet.
I'm gonna try again.
Okay, give me a
Can I-
sec though.
can I try
I
again?
gotta roll for the vortex first.
Why'd you put me on the edge?
You want your sister to be on the inside.
Okay, it's probably true. Yeah!
Oh my god!
The vortex dissipates as you guys are
She
starting your
sort
separate
of
climb.
glares as she has a cut across her hand, or as I have a cut across my hand from trying to climb.
Yep.
As it just, yeah.
Actual fuck.
Oh, thank God.
Huh?
What kind of damage was this?
Slashing.
So just okay.
Or piercing or bludgeoning. Honestly, you guys can choose.
I guess we continue on. Do you see anything better up there? Is there an obvious path?
He looks around. Dude, it doesn't look any different up here, okay? Everything's the same.
Worth a shot. We'll see you in a bit. Keep going around.
I suppose we'll end up making it. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I couldn't climb that.
He'll attempt to follow at the edge.
Okay.
Walking around with you guys.
Okay, let's walk around and hope that we can get up from that side.
Yell if you need help.
He's just like looking over the edge, like incredulously.
Like what?
Incredulously.
I know.
Rolling my eyes.
Okay. Eventually he gets to that pit up there, and he's like, guys, I'm gonna wait for you right here.
Why?
There's a big fucking hole in the ground.
What? Can we cross it?
Do we see the hole in the ground? Like, does it come down to our level?
No.
Or we see like a
You can't
crevasse
see
kind
it.
of thing? Oh,
No.
shit.
Wait,
Okay.
wait. I was asking if we could cross it somehow. If you saw a way that we could cross it.
He says, there's some boards, but they don't look very stable.
Joy.
Maybe we should go the other way.
No.
Alright, let's go see
Yeah,
how bad this
people, though.
pit looks.
I know. Still have.
Alright.
It's like having gained
Going to see if we
Push
can
on, double back, I have to double back, but
Okay.
let's see what this pit looks like.
Okay.
We'll start
We're all
working our
knocked
way around.
over.
Now you got lead,
I
right?
can't.
Yeah.
My shirt's. Shirt is.
Now that you guys
Guys,
are-
let's go single file, alright? If there's a... I mean, we already saw one trap. Let's limit our walking here.
decide your order.
I'll be first.
Trevor will make Robin go next.
I'm fine.
Go!
Okay. You guys heading up through the junk. As you've gotten higher up this hill, the mist is no longer at your knees. You can see the ground. Down at the bottom of the hill, you can see the mist. You guys are basically surrounded by an ocean of red mist, at least as far as you can see through the distance of the red fog.
Are we now high enough that we can actually see over like the junkyard wall as well to see like the normal city?
You theoretically might be if the mist didn't stop your vision.
Okay.
Oh, and for
I
the
thought you said
record,
this was like lower than us. We were actually above it at this point.
you are above the really thick mist that was going up to your knees, but you're still like
But
a
there's
But
like
not the
a
general
small-
haze kind
Yeah,
of that.
exactly.
Okay,
There's like a
okay.
snow globe of
Yeah, I get you, I get you. Okay.
Also, just for the record, I don't think this will come into play in any way, shape, or form, but the context of your question led me to believe that maybe this would be helpful.
Okay.
This isn't a wall of the junkyard. These ground, these like on this map would be these vehicles, and here would be
Yeah.
like this and everything. That isn't the barrier to the junkyard. That's just piles of cars and garbage and stuff that are there, so that the DM doesn't have to make a map that far.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if you do choose to go that way,
Don't
you'll
stop,
just be
don't
going
stop,
through a
don't stop,
mountain
don't
of
stop.
garbage.
Go, 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 go.
Okay.
Good enough.
As you guys arrive at the pit, you stare straight down. It is just a pit of blackness. You cannot see the bottom, and it is covered by some rickety, broken-looking like pieces of like old boards, like old wood.
Is there like a piece of garbage on the
couple
ground?
of cracks in them. Is there a piece of garbage on the ground?
Yeah.
Like a rock or
yeah,
something?
you can find like random rocks, pebbles. You find a broken off car mirror, like side view mirror.
Okay, she's gonna just cast light on it and drop it down.
Okay. Henry just like looks at you and squints as you perform whatever is necessary
Trevor shakes
in order to cast light. What is necessary to cast light?
Nothing.
It has
I have
no,
my spell.
It doesn't have any verbal components.
Oh. She would say yes. It does have a verbal component.
Does it have a somatic? Do you have to do anything?
Spells. Right. Verbal. Material.
Okay, so just the verbal because your
Yeah.
necklace would glow for the material part.
Lease.
Okay. The mirror lights up in bright light, and she drops it into the pit. As you watch, it falls and slowly starts to fade away. Inside of the pit, towards probably 80 feet down or so, you see the pit starts to become bright red where the light hits before the light fades out and disappears.
So, do we want to turn around?
Oh, is that like the pit to hell and that's the demon up top that came out of it?
I'm gonna step my foot kind of on the board, kind of just like testing it.
Does that make
Okay.
us obligated to
Bends
kill
a
him?
little bit.
Robin's gonna try. See if it'll hold her weight.
Okay, you walk up and try to stand on it.
Just
I'll hold
put
her
a
hand.
foot. Just put a foot. Just testing it with the foot.
I have prepared myself if she starts plummeting.
It creaks like a little bit when you put your foot on.
Here, give me your hand.
Okay, so I have
Dip
one
my
hand
feet
out,
down.
one hand out, and then I'll put both, and I'll actually put my weight on it.
Okay. I would like you to make a acrobatics check.
Nice.
It's so nice for you today.
It's brand new.
Yeah.
That's an 18.
Okay. When you step, the board kind of like wiggles and shifts back and forth a bit, and you start to slip, and then you balance. You realize that you're okay, you can hold your weight, it's just the board's kind of placed precariously.
I think I can make it across.
Henry's over there like, ugh. He has like this really conflicted look on his face.
Like, die, but don't die!
He doesn't want like a 12-year-old girl to die. Okay? He's
Right,
not a bad
exactly.
person.
Right. He didn't slash her open like she thinks he might have. She's gonna go
I'm
for
still
it.
holding your hand.
Nobody
Okay.
can do like weird summon floor thing?
What are you even talking about?
Maybe.
What?
Don't worry about it.
I think right now is the time to be worried about it.
Oh, you sound kind of Irish there.
They are Irish.
Yeah.
Are you going across?
That or I'm going.
Okay.
Not letting
You aren't
go
going to notice
until we
anything,
know.
though. Just, I'll tell you when to go. And he concentrates, and he's going to set up one of those, the telekinetic barriers.
Are you keeping track of your points?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's going to make it flat instead. And he's going to put it just underneath the boards.
Okay.
And it can easily cover that entire area.
Okay.
So, 3 more points, I think. I'm like, it's okay, I got it stabilized. Trust me.
Okay.
I
Let
was
go
thinking,
of
summon
Nadia's
vines
hand.
and make vine bridge.
She like doesn't want to let go.
Just hurry, I can only do this for a little while.
Be
Or
careful.
actually, I start pulling you with me. Let's
I
go.
put my foot where it's
Wanna move
empty. Is there something to step on?
Do you put your weight where there's something empty?
Or
Yes.
You
At least
put-
one of my feet
Okay,
down.
as you start to put your foot down, it goes past the boards.
What are you talking about, Trevor?
just trust him.
Trust me. Stay on the boards though, guys. Right?
Fine.
Just additional help.
Okay, I'm getting on the board.
Okay.
I'm supporting the boards
kind
right
of
now.
rickety.
Oh, shit. Get over as fast as you can.
It's like ripping off a band-aid.
Alright, I'd like both of you to roll dexterity or acrobatics checks as you go across.
Okay, 19.
Ooh. There it goes.
Up behind you.
Are you coming, Trevor?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't
I
ever
was
use
just
it,
letting
and now I'm
them do
gonna
their rolls
use it
first.
all
I
at
wasn't sure if
once.
that was something when they were crossing.
You know what? No, I'm just gonna take it. 9.
9? Okay. You're fine. One of the boards turns to the side, and Robin slips. And she lands on invisible air, just like an invisible barrier.
Are you
instead
close
of
enough to
falling.
me where I can like grab you and like
Yeah,
yank
yeah.
you?
You can yank her across.
Just get over here.
Hurry, guys. Alright.
Move.
Go, go.
And
No.
Can I get acrobatics checks from both of you?
Okay.
See, it's a good thing I got you the metal one, because she would have just broken your figure just now.
No.
oh, I guess I got an advantage. I'll take that idea.
Acrobatics?
You got an advantage on acrobatics?
Oh, acrobatics. Ooh, no, never mind. But it was 19 was the first one I rolled anyways.
12.
12?
So
you,
18.
you guys both make it across fine. It's a little bit more difficult for you. You almost slip, but you make it across fine as well. And Henry's just there like, or wait, sorry, one arm.
Okay, let's keep going. It looks like we
Now that
need to go
she's
around
closer
the
to
corner.
Henry, can she do a perception check or would it be a medicine check to
I don't know what
visually?
you're trying to do.
I want to assess his physical condition.
Medicine.
I think we need to continue around the corner.
God damn, that's
Really
a 9.
consistently doing that.
The
Only when
9.
it comes to other people.
If we had to go the other way, no.
They're
He,
dead.
Seems like we're going up.
he seems like he's hurt pretty bad. I mean, he's got like black shit, like black veins puffing out of his skin. That can't be good.
That can't be good.
So you guys are no longer in a
Is this
single
okay
file,
with
right?
Trevor?
He would suggest that you at least step back, at least behind Nadia, or like behind the row of Nadia and Henry. There you go. That's fine.
You don't want your sister near here too? In the middle?
As long as she's next to me, he's okay with
It's
that.
getting
What do you
windier
want to
up
do?
here. It's starting to get like really strong. You guys see as a bolt of green lightning flies down and hits a random car door like 15 feet in front of you guys.
Oh shit!
You can feel the static. Your clothes sort of like stand up a little bit.
Layla steps away from the
Hair
people
sort of,
with
like,
metal.
moves a little bit.
Nature check?
Sure.
The two people who have swords out, she steps away from.
Right, lightning rods.
Just hold your swords way up in the
Yeah.
air.
Just
I've
gonna,
got the power.
just gonna step back to.
Huh?
13.
13?
Yeah.
You think this isn't normal. There's got to be like something like some sort of chemical reaction or something weird in the air, like what to make the light.
Like to make it green. I mean, that's just
Nadia's gonna turn over to Henry and be like, how in the fuck did Bennett get up here by himself and not die?
Do we really think he's up here? Do we
Yes.
believe the crazy people?
Well, it's the only lead we've got.
Well,
This is our mission. We gotta do this.
I guess there's the eye up there. So I mean,
Let's just keep going.
This is your friend, isn't it? Why are you doubting it?
he is my friend. I'll do anything to save him, but I don't know that your invisible angel necessarily knew where he was.
You didn't see it?
No.
Did you even come around to look?
none of us understand any
Dude,
of
I
this.
don't even know what you did to Nadia, because I was standing next to her the whole time, and apparently she thinks you're talking to her, so...
Oh, you probably just didn't hear.
We need to go. Starts tugging on your hand.
Okay,
So,
okay.
walk ahead. Yeah, walk ahead.
Oh, shit, yeah, we don't want Layla out front.
Protect the healers!
Healer? No. No.
Can you heal yourself?
Nope.
Looking around.
Oh, I keep thinking you can.
I'm guessing
I
this
do
is
that all the time.
continuing
I
to
don't
move
know.
upwards.
Only because Sarah could.
Yes.
Okay, I think
Yeah,
we're going the
because
right
of
direction. We
different
keep going up.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright, so we're gonna
might
keep
as well.
walking.
There's got to be a path up at some point here.
Make a dexterity saving throw, Nadia.
But there's a little pit there.
Shit. 8.
8.
Do I fall?
No, you don't fall. Instead, there is a light explosion underneath your feet.
Fucking landlords up here! Sick bastards!
Oh my god!
Byron, your family's freaking
Henry
crazy.
leaps backwards. The fuck!
Ah, shit!
And you will take a total of 20 damage. As there's an explosion.
Oh my god!
Your jeans get ripped apart, shrapnel goes flying into your legs, you start to bleed, you fall over. Henry's
I'm on the
immediately
ground,
at your
like,
side. Oh my god, Nadia! Oh my god, fuck! He begins like trying to tear off the remainder of his sleeve and wrap it around your leg.
So I'm gonna run up
Ow.
between Henry and her and like shoulder check him out of the way
Okay.
and do a medicine check.
And I'll also move up, and just in case Henry's trying to push back sister.
Unless I have to make a strength check.
Like, hey, let her do this.
Yeah, if you're pushing him aside just to do a medicine check, he will just try and like shove her back.
Back off, she knows what she's doing.
It's like, dude, look at her legs!
Don't worry about it!
He's freaking out.
Freaking out,
What's gonna
man!
happen if he goes down too?
You saw what happened when she was able to do before?
What are you having her do right now?
I'm sorry,
Am I having who do?
I just couldn't find what I was looking for.
She's rolling for what?
23.
She told me she's going for medicine. I didn't tell her to roll.
Okay.
20.
Huh?
23.
23? She looks pretty hurt. Like, 20 is a pretty sizable amount of your HP pool, right?
I went from, that was pretty much half of what I already had.
Yeah, she's half dead.
Because I was down 3
Shit,
points.
Let's be optimistic.
And then cut
She's
half.
half alive.
Okay, so in other systems, so I don't know how this works for you, but medicine checks, also some or health healing checks
They don't.
so it doesn't actually apply any first aid.
Nope, but there is a special feat that allows you to do that. One that Shade has.
Yep. Gotcha. Alright. Well. Shit!
27 out of 50.
Damn it, Nadia!
I'm going to be applying a bleeding condition to her also.
God damn it.
Which I will say that somebody with a medical kit could stop the bleeding condition at least.
I've got a med kit if you're not gonna use your stuff.
Well, I was, but that's all I was asking if
Won't
first
kill her.
aid could be. Oh, okay.
Yeah, whatever, but it'll stabilize or kind of whatever that is.
Oh, sorry. My thing went away.
And he kind of pulls the backpack around, like hesitating, like, I need to get it out.
Henry's like
Just
trying to
hold
like, wrap
on.
stuff around her legs.
Stop it! She's got shrapnel. That you don't want to. Frickin' doesn't know anything about.
Back up, Henry.
And it kind of.
Look, he's like, fuck you, man.
Wow.
Settle down! We're helping her!
Going to cast Cure Wounds at.
We're the one with the
level.
freaky deaky powers.
Ooh.
10.
Plus? Plus 5.
Correct. Yes, so 15.
Okay, so you heal for 15. You watch as the shrapnel slowly starts to rise to the surface, pushed out by little growing flowers that pop out from the wounds and then sort of mend the skin together. Your legs become healed and are wrapped in these like ethereal vines for a few seconds before they fade away. Your legs will be scarred, but you're no longer bleeding and you're healed for the most part. They just sort of feel sore now.
Told you.
So it's like when she
So
was
much
doing
better.
that, she would have had, or I would have had one hand on her legs and just,
Okay. Can't remember. Does Robin have her shillelagh with her?
she has her legs.
Yeah?
Okay.
I was like, this is not staying home today.
I kind of sit up and I'm like, oh god.
Alright.
I think so. That feels better. Thank you, Robin.
Fiona is at home freaking out, wondering where her husband and children are.
Ah, we're just getting the mashed potatoes.
She's watching the news and seeing the like huge storm, and she remembers your father saying something about like taking you guys out to go see it or something.
Grabbing my sword off the ground because
I
I'm
think
sure
he
I
said
dropped
that.
I
it.
don't remember what you told her.
I
I don't know if he said anything
Are we going this
necessarily.
Let's go single file like before, and I'm gonna keep my eyes on the ground this time.
Okay.
Oops.
So kind of like. Damn it. I haven't-
Somebody with higher dexterity than real life Taylor should be moving the pawns.
I can't reach.
She got it. She got it.
Okay.
She got it.
I'm sorry, I'm not proficient in moving things with pencils.
So as we move up, I'm keeping my eyes on the ground.
Okay.
Do I need
It's
to
about
make
to
any
be out of
checks?
my reach, though.
Not yet. Okay. You guys start to move forward. Henry's like, thank you, Robin. It's like, Nadia, are you okay?
I'm fine.
He's just like looking. He's like staring at your legs. Like,
I'm fine.
Have you ever had somebody just open up bleeding in front of you?
You're like asking if
Taylor,
they're-
that's okay.
Yeah.
Is he still like flipping out?
He looks like a little bit worse for wear. He was sweating a bit. He got paler. He's a little bit freaked out. Yeah.
She like turns around and she's like, okay, I feel a lot better.
Okay.
Let's just keep our eyes on the
You
floor.
had like ghost flowers growing out of your legs.
Told you, freaky deaky powers.
Yep.
That's her.
And
thing.
you're welcome.
I already said thank you.
No,
Oh.
to Henry. Because he
Okay.
said thank you. And I.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Do I see anything on the ground, or do I need to make any kind of like perception investigation checks?
Not
Is
yet.
that-
Right now you're fine. You guys do see a pile of tires on the ground.
okay, yep.
Okay. Well, before I touch that
Yeah.
fucking
Go ahead and roll perception for that one.
Do we all stop one space back from her?
Do you tell them to stop?
Yeah. Stop. I see something.
That's up to Henry.
15?
15.
Okay. You see like a little bit of a mound of dirt in front of you with a metal disc sticking out.
Kind of like usher people back a little bit further.
Okay.
Just. And then I grab a rock off the ground. And I toss it at it.
Okay. Make an attack roll. It can be dexterity or strength, your choice, I don't care.
I was 100% crouched a little
You
bit
do
behind
not get
Henry.
proficiency. No
Uh-oh.
proficiency.
So I
We're
just
just
have
like-
to add. Okay, so that's 15.
15? Okay. You hit it. There's a... Then nothing.
Hey, brother. Can
Can you drop something on it? We need to get this thing to blow.
you
No.
trigger that one?
Look around. Is there anything within 10 pounds?
There's a tire. Oh, wait. You
10
need
pounds.
less than 10 pounds. Oh.
10 or less. I'm looking here for freebies.
You got a Walkman in your backpack.
I'm sure is less than 10 pounds.
You can find like a rock or something.
Okay, so
Back up more.
I'll
Back up more.
levitate the rock up above it, go about 10 feet up, and then just drop it straight down.
Okay. Slams down on it. Absolutely nothing happens. This sort of like hops up for a second from the impact.
If he sees the disc hop up, he's like, can you just push the disc off the edge of the mountain here?
Yeah, you can.
He'll do that then.
Okay. Goes rolling across and like falls down.
Nothing happens though.
No,
Do we not hear a
boom? It beeped once when you hit it with the rock, but it didn't beep from his hit or anything else when you threw it up.
Maybe it was a dud.
Maybe, but it's not there anymore, right?
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay, let's go back.
God, that scared the shit out of me. Okay, let's
Hey,
go.
brother, did you see how emotional Henry's getting?
I think they're friends.
Yeah, well, I just...
Order.
I guess the level of friendship is yeah, like I never cried over a friend.
Betsy, we're making our way this
Are you
direction.
guys being quiet about this?
We're like,
hush
it's
hush?
that walking along and
I'm not paying attention.
You probably can hear
Looking
him
at the
say that.
ground.
yeah, you
Oh,
probably
yeah.
Plus, normal voice is kind of like a whisper because the storm's pretty loud.
right.
Well, I'm like,
Okay.
I'm on the ground, like looking.
I
You
mean,
hear
Like,
a
really.
up ahead. You hear ah,
Benny!
and you hear some laughing.
Oh my god, Benny.
It's a weird little creepy laughing. Anyway. Yep.
We have to keep going, so I'm
Like from the labyrinth?
Oh jeez.
Not that bad.
That's bad.
Are you guys moving any faster after hearing that, or?
No, I'm
letting her set
trying to
the
be
pace.
I'm trying to be really careful still, because
Okay.
fucking things that hurt like a bitch.
Okay.
Keep moving forward. Do I see the next thing
We'll
on
see
the
it
ground?
when you get to it. Go ahead and roll perception.
Okay.
Or will you see it?
I hope so. Oh, there's anything saving, but I might as well try. Fuck! 6.
6. You do not see anything.
Okay. I'm gonna keep walking forward.
Okay. Go ahead and keep walking.
I think we're good, guys. I don't see anything else.
Just tell me when to stop, because I'm just going to keep pushing people otherwise.
Go ahead.
You just round in the
Up
corner.
ahead, you hear, "Die, you little fucking demons!"
Is it Benny's voice?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
Wait, is old guy fighting up there?
I don't know, but
Is he capable of fighting, or are we talking like Grandpa
Sounds
style?
like it.
You hear laughing and
is this still really high up
yep.
between there? So we just.
Are you going to hug the wall?
It is
Like, want to go
extremely,
across
extremely difficult to cross any of those round.
I'm not. I'm gonna stay in this one.
Going to stay in this room? The one close to the
Maybe
edge?
we should be
So
closer.
otherwise closer to
inside.
the wall would be like,
That might be safer.
usually
to the
safer
wall
from
on the
like
edge.
wind and,
Yeah.
weather, but
Let's stay inside then. Try to hit the wind.
Okay.
Okay.
Keep going.
just tell me when to stop. I'm just moving the shit until you say something.
I'm
Okay,
still
roll
looking.
perception.
Fucking
You got
Christ,
my pinky
guys.
away, man.
You do not see
Bring out the
anything.
brain.
Okay.
Narf.
Moving right up.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit. Dexterity saving throw.
Yep. Yeah, dexterity
Okay.
saving.
Nice.
23.
You hear a click, and you manage to step back just in time as a bear trap leaps up from the dirt and snaps.
Is it right here?
Yep.
I think probably here.
No, it's that right
Oh,
there.
it's this one.
Oh shit.
But I'm having you guys
Did it-
roll when you go with it.
Did it
That's
close?
close. Yep.
Keep walking out.
And he's like, Nadia, you want me to go ahead?
No.
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 Robin's in the bag nodding.
Trevor's kind of
Okay, so I make my way around the corner.
Yeah. You hear, ah!
Oh shit. Do I see anything on the floor right there?
No, you don't see anything. There's nothing there. You can keep going.
Okay,
But
keep going.
Henry goes, did you hear that?
Yes, I do, but I don't want to.
Henry starts running ahead.
Henry.
He's not the brightest, is he?
She was about to say, well, because it makes me think maybe I should consider healing him. Oh.
Anyway, he is sprinting. Would you guys, any of you, like to try and keep up with him?
I'm gonna start running. He's running.
Okay. Is anybody going to try and keep up with her?
If
We can't.
If Robin is, I'm gonna try to keep up with Robin.
Well, unless she purposefully passes Henry, you guys can keep up with her because Henry's not faster than you guys.
We should follow. Unless
Go,
she
go.
explodes, we'll be fine.
Go, go, go. We gotta see the path that they're walking. Go, go,
Yes.
go.
Stay in her footsteps.
Stay in their path.
Okay, I need a dexterity saving throw. Oh wait, no, it might be just Henry. Okay, Henry leaps over something on the ground and keeps going.
I'm gonna slow down. Do I see anything on the ground?
You do. You see a bump of dirt in the ground. Place Henry 6 paces above everybody because she slowed down.
Avoid that mound. Is it right in front of us?
Yeah, you can try and leap over it if you'd like.
Don't step on this.
There's gonna be
Natural 20.
Okay, you easily just like soar over the top of it. She is not caught up to him. She's slowed down.
Okay,
So wherever she moves, Henry's going to be 6 paces ahead. And if she attempts to keep up with Henry,
right there,
then
yeah.
you guys are going to be the ones that are behind. Are you attempting to keep up with Henry?
Well, No.
At this point, you have to separate from one or the other because of.
I'm too fast.
Is there a way to walk around the mound?
Nope.
Wait. Okay. Wait.
Okay.
Oh God!
Wait!
Athletics or acrobatics, everybody. Do it in the order of which you're going over it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Acrobatics. 19, so that's a 22.
Right. She leaps, does like a somersault in the air.
No, okay.
I'm
Okay.
I'm a little bit more forward then. Yeah. I mean, I'm not running too fast, but because I want you guys to keep up.
Okay.
Wait.
You got this, sister. What are you thinking? Hurry.
Gonna poke the mound with my stick.
Okay.
What are you doing?
And just a.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Is your wall of reaction? You don't have like a shield, do you?
You said acrobatics?
You
Or
Nope.
just,
I said
just
dexterity
dexterity.
saving
It's sort of
throw.
like shield.
19.
But I
Damn. Okay.
No, it's
I can
not.
teleport away like a little bit.
Wait. Oh, saving throw. Oh. 22.
Okay. You only take 3 damage as it explodes.
Oh my god.
And the catcher should probably blow back towards
Right.
me.
Sure.
Oh my God! You fucking crazy! Don't do that ever again!
What the hell?
You know we would have forgotten about it on our way back.
And I'd like you to make a
spitting-
note
oh my
that
God.
Shillelagh is damaged.
She sees
It has a
not that
large
she's
crack
nobody's
going
like
up it.
nobody's dead or nobody's on the ground. Okay, come on, let's go.
Come on,
Okay.
folks.
Jesus, hold on! She just set up a fucking mine!
Henry's getting way ahead.
I know.
Go, Robin, go.
Okay. Okay.
You're alright up here, right?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay, okay.
Hey!
I'm starting to run.
And the jets. What?
Full speed.
I'm starting to run.
Okay. So,
Kathy, you're taking!
I would like everybody to roll initiative. But Henry is going to get 1 turn before Nadia. Nadia is going to get 1 turn before you guys. So Henry's going to go twice before you guys. Nadia's going to get to go once before you guys.
Fucking fuck. Orange dice. Why do you do this to me? Use purple and black.
Initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're rolling initiative.
Oh,
You get a
yeah.
negative.
I got a negative.
Oh, it's your dex.
Yeah, my dex is worse.
What do you got, Robin?
18.
18. What do you got, Layla?
I have a 12.
What do you got?
6.
And what do you got, Trevor?
10.
Reroll.
Oh. 17. Or 16 if you're using modifiers for the rerolls.
I am using modifiers,
16 then.
but it didn't matter. So.
But it's good to know that you're using modifiers
Yeah.
on rerolls as well.
I'm glad you brought them
This
up.
one's like crystallized honey.
Right.
It's Hufflepuff.
Is it kind of like a little Hufflepuff?
No, it's not really.
Oh.
She's just saying it's yellow and black.
Oh,
I'm one of the kids that's like, oh, I'm on Slytherin.
Hi, that's right.
All right.
Okay, guys, we'll see you later.
I'm guessing I'm Ravenclaw.
I'm in Gryffindor.
Are you? Well done.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised you were
Ravenclaw.
I'm surprised I was.
Ravenclaw. Monica's Ravenclaw. 3 of us are
My dorm's right next to the food.
Benny ahead is unconscious on the ground.
Wait,
Why
you're
is he
there?
way the fuck over there?
Down a level? 2 levels?
I'm sorry.
Okay, good.
I'm like, oh! What the fuck? We didn't see him flying through the air!
My bad.
Oh my god!
Shit!
He
but I'll say when I turn the corner.
Alright. Before anything else, Henry is going to move 6 paces forward, 1 being diagonal.
You can only go
That's
5.
fine. Okay. And he's going to make an attack roll.
Let's hope his attacks are better than last time.
They're not.
I said it as he was rolling, so.
He swings his sword and attacks. The imp leaps over the top of it, goes, and then lands on the ground again. He goes, "Get off of you fuckers!" That was a terrible Henry accent.
Yeah.
He's yelling. I mean, come on.
Get off.
He's angry. It's hard to curse and be Henry at the same
Does he have a
time.
list?
You can call it that if you want. He has an accent I'm trying to give him.
Yeah. I got a little Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. A little Brooklyn. Yeah.
Anyway. Let's see here.
Just a guy.
Henry actually gets to go again. Oh, I'm sorry. The imp closest to Henry flies up and makes a bolt of fire in its hand and tosses it at Henry. Henry dodges to the side, goes flying past his head, and it proceeds to laugh, fly around, and then land back on the ground. And the one in the corner over there proceeds to walk over and starts biting on Benny. Proceeds to take a big chunk out of his shoulder and rip it off. He begins chewing on it.
Ew!
And now, it is... Oh, no, it's Henry's turn
No,
again.
he gets 2 turns before I get to.
Yep. Okay. Henry's second attack, he swings, slices right into the imp,
Nice.
and the imp just sort of like fades from existence.
Good job, Henry.
Have you learned this?
Let's move it off the map. It's going to confuse you.
You know, hang out with the dog again.
Anyway. Now Naughty is up.
That's my turn?
Yep.
I'm just gonna like kind of twirl the sword in her hand, just, and just start running it.
Okay.
40 speed.
So,
I'm assuming we aren't
6, 7, 8.
bad terrain, right?
No, not rough terrain here. That's correct.
And I can't move anymore.
Dash again.
To do the dash, do I have to use
Your action.
both my actions?
Or
is it the
you
action
have
bonus?
to look at your skills, but I think you may have the ability to do it
I
as a
can use
bonus
a key
action
to-
with a key point. I think you have that.
Then I can still attack with my second attack.
Then you could, yeah. Well, with your normal attack, you could.
Right.
You'd be using your bonus action to run and a key point.
Oh, that's my movement. Then I thought I could still do my 2
You get your 2 normal attacks.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that and use a key to make that dash. And I'm going to run up to that one, and then I'm going to swipe with my sword.
Alright.
Roll it.
Where's the rug?
It's my other bag. Do I add my strength? 10?
It's your dice roll plus your strength plus your proficiency.
Yeah, so 10.
10? Okay. You swing at it, it proceeds to duck underneath your weapon, and it proceeds to, like, double flip you off.
I'm gonna swipe at him again.
Okay?
16 plus 6.
16 plus 6. Okay. You swing at it, and you proceed to lob right through its neck, but you don't feel anything. Your blade just passes right through it.
It's one of those things again. I don't have any other things I can do. I know, I already thought of that. That's all I can do.
Alright. Next up is Robin.
Oh shit!
Double movement speed to move through your brother's or Layla's space.
I had to bring out drop.
You can't pass through
You can at half movement speed.
Yeah, you can't at all against an enemy.
30 and
The imp closest to Benny proceeds to leap up and throw a flaming bolt of fire straight at Nadia. He's got a 14.
That just hits.
It hits?
Because I'm 14.
Okay.
With your leather jacket on?
Yep. Otherwise I have 13.
He deals 2 damage, hitting you with the fire in the shoulder of your coat.
Not the leather.
Just realized Nadia's technically like torn up Daisy Dukes now.
I was thinking like a little island, kind of fringed at the under the knees,
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
with her long socks like up to her.
Anyway,
They're normally covered up.
so
Surprised they had kitties on
Such
them.
a Stacy thing to do. Because I used to wear long socks like that.
and the one closest to you proceeds to try and bite at your shoulder, the one that just got hit with fire, and it's got a 7, so I'm going to say you move out of the way in time before it can bite at you. And Layla, you're up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, another 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That's it.
Okay. Henry is up. Henry is going to move forward 2 spaces. He'll move diagonal 1 space. And he's going to attempt to slice at that one right there.
Is he wearing his glasses?
No, he's not currently wearing his glasses. He swings the blade.
Did you just make a diagonal through the corner?
Yeah.
I thought we established that wasn't a...
Okay, fine.
thought so,
He
too.
uses
Sorry.
twice his movement speed to go through his comrade's thing and then moves. And he'll take an attack of opportunity, which misses him completely. And the exact same course of events happens. Anyway.
It's legit though.
She was just
Okay.
pointed out.
I know.
It's something.
Anyway. So he swings the sword at the end. The imp proceeds to completely duck under him. Proceeds to laugh at him, and yeah, that's about it for Henry's turn. Trevor, you're up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
I will attempt my energy beam, and I'll use thunder damage. The guy who was chomping at Benny.
Okay.
DC 16, and it's dexterity.
What is this, a beam you're shooting with your fingers or something?
Technically, but since I'm using thunder, it's pretty much essentially invisible, because it's just kind of a sound, like, kapow kind of thing.
How do you want to flavor this? Are you like use case spirit gunning? Are you like...
Pretty much use my spirit gunning right now. He's still new to this one, so he's still pointing instead of just
You're like the Aquaman talk.
No, eventually he might become like eyes, but I don't know. For now, he's just kind of like pointing to just help visualize for him. Just
Here's your flavor.
yes, I enjoy flavor.
DC 13.
16.
16? Okay, he fails.
Shit.
For 8 damage.
8 damage? Okay. You blow a hole straight through its torso. And you see a bit of more human-colored flesh pop out of its stomach as you blow a hole through it.
Oh, damn! It's growing back! Alright, I'm good.
Nadia, you're up.
So the one in front of me is a fucking ghost. So I'm gonna do it like that.
Sure.
And I'm gonna attack this guy.
Alright, go for it.
So this is 13.
13. That's a hit.
Nice.
5. Wait, I don't. Do I add my strength to the damage?
For a sword, yeah.
Is it with proficiency?
No, proficiency.
Just
is not.
strength.
It's just strength.
Okay, so that's 8 piercing plus 4 lightning damage. With my sword.
How's it 4? You rolled a 2.
Thank you too. I was looking at the D4 and I got 1 in there. Sorry.
I was like, is there something I didn't
No.
realize? Like,
No.
Sorry.
My bad.
It's okay.
My
1 2
brain
3 is equal 4.
wants to turn.
No, it's okay. But how much was it?
8 piercing.
Okay.
8 piercing, 2 lightning.
Okay. How do you want to do this? The imp with a hole in its stomach.
She wants to kind of just like whoosh, like
Okay.
slice right through.
You watch as she pierces her sword through the hole in the stomach and then just rips it in half from the gun upwards to the head.
Just like lightning comes right out of his
Just
sword.
falls over like a banana roasting.
Does this appear as well?
No, that's a body on the ground.
Okay. That was that one, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And the one behind her fades.
And then can I also use my movement to move up here?
Yep.
Oops, sorry, buddy. And then am I able to use my other action to
Yeah.
attack?
Other attack, yep.
Eight.
8. You swing, it sidesteps and just sort of like Michael Jackson moonwalks away from your blade.
Can I use a key and do flurry of blows?
You can to do 3 attacks. You could just do 2 attacks with your bonus action.
How would I do 2 attacks to my bonus?
Because that's what your martial arts class skill does for you.
No, it doesn't. It gives me 1 for my bonus.
Is that right?
She's using key
Yeah.
for the
Okay,
flurry of
well, then
blows.
use
then
key
the
for the
key you
two.
get 2 then. Okay,
But
yeah.
it's martial, so I can't use the sword.
You're right, you're right.
So I have to drop my sword.
You don't have to drop it. You can kick them, knee them, headbutt them,
Oh,
punch them
sure.
with the other hand.
Kick, punch, whatever. Okay, so I'm attacking.
You might get extra damage, right? Because all the shrapnel sticking out of your leg?
18 plus 6,
You
I'm
cut
sure
off
hits.
the-
That hits.
Well, that's me that had
hits.
shrapnel.
So with
Hers popped out. It came
not
out.
sword, that's plus
Plus your strength.
4 damage.
Okay.
And then with my second attack, 12,
That hits.
7.
How do you want to do this to the second one?
Yeah! So she's gonna like kick him, and then with the first attack, and then she's just gonna like punch him with her left.
Okay. Instead,
Bobby?
yeah, there's a body there. And is this, because this is melee, is this, you want to knock it unconscious or kill it?
Kill it.
Okay, it's dead.
And then I'm gonna turn around and look at Benny.
Okay. Benny is laying there. He's got a ton of bite marks all over him, holes in his clothing. He's bleeding a bit. He's got a black eye. He looks pretty bruised. And you see his arm kind of like shaking a little bit.
God. Are we still around?
No.
I'm just gonna kneel down and kind
We
of
also move
look at him.
forward.
Are you able to stand?
He's unconscious.
He's unconscious.
Yeah.
Lovely. I'm talking to an unconscious puppy.
It's okay.
Is that him?
Yes.
Oh. Is he alive?
Can I check?
Oh wait, I see a twitching arm. I think he's okay.
Do you think these are
Could
the...
be rigor mortis.
Oh shit.
Can I check in to make sure he's up?
I don't think
Yeah,
these
sure,
are the
medicine check.
demons
And
the
Henry's
angel was
going
talking
to as
about.
well.
They look kind of demon-like.
Henry's like, he's dead! Is he dead? Ah, he's dead!
12.
12? He's not dead.
He's not dead.
You can notice him breathing very shallowly.
Trevor's checking out the demon while they're checking out Benny.
Okay.
Okay, we
They're
need to-
small little imps. They're bright red. They have little demonic looking bat wings, little pointy tails, tiny little horns.
Wow, you like split this one like banana.
As she's just like,
Oh, shit. Shit. Robin's gonna kneel next to Benny, put his head in her lap. He's an older guy, right?
He is an older guy, yeah.
Okay.
He's a very old, kind of kooky looking guy.
She's
Like
got
a little
pink hair.
crotchety, old
It doesn't have
crotchety
pink
man.
hair. What?
One hand on her. One hand on her shillelagh and puts one hand on his shoulder and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Okay.
And then the vine. So I envision the vines actually like coming out like through her hand and fingers and like.
Alright, go ahead, describe it.
So when the vines start appearing, it's like they're coming through her hand and it's like growing from her hands and fingers, and
Oh, that looks good.
it looks weird. It looks weird as fuck. But I mean, the vines would kind of envelop, but not necessarily envelop, but almost like they were
Like a blanket.
like they're almost going in and out of him.
Okay. We can see that.
And then until yeah. Until,
So it constrict on the wounds and heal them.
yeah.
Okay. His wounds close up a little bit.
9,
Plus 5, right?
14.
14. Okay. Benny coughs a bit. Fuck. Swings. Who's the closest person to Benny?
Well,
It's actually everybody.
Which
Because we're all
one is he
technically
swinging? Which
around him at the
Which
moment.
arm?
His left
guess you
arm.
gotta roll
on me.
So,
No,
I mean, I've got a hand on him.
His left arm's gonna be that way.
this way.
Because he's probably on his
That's
back.
right, he's on
Oh,
his
that's
He's
back.
on his
So,
back.
either
His
Trevor or
head's
me.
in her.
He's gonna go for Trevor.
Okay, I'm probably just paying attention to demons.
Can I
because
make
that's what
a
was
reflex
doing.
save
Disadvantage on the gut to do what?
to intercept it?
Sure.
To grab his hand or something.
Sure.
Does that mean Dex, right?
Yeah.
You said reflex.
I'm gonna
I don't know
Go for
what
sleight of
is
hand.
going on.
sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Yep. Trying to move your hand fast to catch his hand.
It's
so.
Dex. It's a Dex. Based.
Yes.
So +2.
So it's a +1 actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
7.
Nope. You got a 10. What's your armor class?
It seems to. It's 9, but right now I have my inertia armor up, so it's actually 13. So
Okay.
it seems to bounce off of something
Yeah.
almost invisible.
Yep.
Benny.
Look at.
Ah! What the fuck? I turn around. What?
You see like little bits of frost cover your invisible barrier and then sort of melt
I guess
away.
probably down near the leg.
Shit.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so
He's using his Dex.
that's gonna make Rob jump up. So jumping up, I don't know if his head just smacks the ground or not. You can decide that.
His head was on her lap.
His head is on my lap.
Oh, he's not
That's-
jumping up.
I
No, but
am.
she is
you are. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna jump up, and he's no longer gonna.
Oh yeah, sure. It pops again. He's like, ah.
Benny.
Jump up.
Sit up.
Benny.
Brother, what? The?
I am.
Dude! What are you
Stop.
Shit,
Stop.
what was Benny's voice?
You got it.
Take a moment.
I don't got it. Okay. It's like,
He's grabbing.
fuck. He looks around. What? What's? Where'd they go? He looks
They're
at the
dead.
bodies.
I got him.
I'm gonna pick up one half of that one. See? It's dead.
There's a big one up there.
There's more?
That's the
It's
one.
a big one.
That's the one that
Okay, you're
she
right.
was talking about.
I'm looking at Henry
Eightrius.
now.
She gave us a mission.
I think we need to go up there.
Yeah,
And he's like,
I know her.
Maybe he should stay here with Benny.
Yes. Benny, are you okay? And he like, sort of helps Benny up to his feet.
Or maybe they should
He's
get
like-
out of here.
And he's like, yeah.
He's winking.
Who are
Nadia.
your friends? Can they fight?
Yes.
Can you fight?
12-year-old needs to go home. Who's gonna bring her home? Or sorry, he goes, 10-year-old needs to go home. Who's gonna bring her home?
Okay.
Don't worry about it, Gramps.
There's gonna be.
Go back to the tower house.
I'm going to look up this up and verify exactly what I can do. But that'll like, staff goes down and something happens in reaction of anger.
Shillelagh breaks a little bit since it's cracked. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
Are you seriously gonna come up, Benny?
I
Seriously?
Field it later.
Yeah, we gotta do it. We gotta. Henry goes, no, that, Benny, you need to go back. Like, we'll take care of it. We're here to do this. We got this.
You were too
need to go
injured,
back."
Benny.
And Benny is still injured. He was not fully healed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you need to stay here, or at least go back.
And he looks at me and goes, look at him, his arm's about to fall off, and you talking about me?
But he said he was fine.
You should both.
I'm fine.
You are not fine.
Henry needs
Trevor's
to.
Henry's totally not fine.
Henry, take Benny back, and please get Gary out of here.
I can't carry the fat kid.
The two of you probably can.
They're both injured.
No, he can't.
I'm sorry. I thought you were stronger than that.
I have one arm.
Uh-huh.
And that makes you a good fighter. Yeah, that makes you okay.
Still
I
beat
don't
up-
got.
I can still beat up Trevor.
The point is that. You.
Push him off.
Henry,
Stop fighting.
you're a strong person, but you need
Up there.
to survive this too.
Don't fight with each other.
No. Who wants to go back with Benny? Somebody needs to take Benny back.
You need
I
to
think
take
you
Benny
two
back.
should, because you guys have your friend Gary. You guys can take Gary too.
I think you should because you are not in good shape.
I can't drag Gary. He's
Don't worry about Gary. Just take your friend
Just
out
take
of
Benny then.
here. I'll get Gary when we get out of here.
Benny's looking around. He's like, "Fuck that! I'm going up the mountain." And Benny starts trying to walk.
God damn it!
I like this old guy. Even though he tried to kill me. I'm gonna go.
Let's just all go. Let's just all go fight this guy.
Henry grabs Benny, and I'm going to see if he's successful.
Can I help him?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
What am I rolling?
Athletics.
Grapple.
Yeah, it's a grapple, so athletics.
Natural 20 plus 6.
Okay.
Nice.
He starts to get away from Henry, but you grab onto him.
Stop.
He stops. Want me to shoot you again?
You know I'm gonna catch it. Does he pull out his gun?
No. He's just looking at you.
You need to go back. The others need you. We'll take care of this.
He shot at her.
Do I mind fuck him? I say it to you in your head.
He goes, "You think you got this?"
Yes.
Oh, wait. It sounds like it's turning.
Oh.
I'm gonna let this go.
Okay.
You need to get out of here and you need to tell the others what the fuck's happening here. We'll come back and we'll give you more of the details.
Roll persuasion.
Fuck. Fuck. Please roll natural 20. Okay, that's good.
Up a notch.
Yes, so that's 20. I think that's 20, right? 16 plus 6?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yep,
that's
minus 2.
So 20.
20. Okay. Yes. Fine, I'm getting back up.
If we don't come back, fine.
If you come back with backup, and we don't come back down, know there's a person right down at the bottom of the hill here in a car who's unconscious and is going to need help.
What's the car look like?
He gives a quick description.
Okay, make up the car.
A sweet little sedan, looks like a Nissan something, brother.
Ultima. Nissan Altima 2019.
4-door, yeah.
Leather interior with the sunroof.
Reach, girl!
Goes,
Just
alright.
looking at me.
Goes, Henry, you coming with me? No, I'm not.
Good.
You gonna make an old man walk back by himself? Henry says, yup.
Hey Henry, there might be more traps. Maybe you should help him.
Roll persuasion.
Okay.
He's going to need help getting across that pit.
Unless you want to roll seduction. That's it.
Trying to give an advantage there.
But Henry, that pit.
Then he can't get across the pit alone. He's gonna need help.
Okay, with advantage from them.
Okay.
Peer pressure! Peer pressure!
23.
That's my cheerleader. Oh
You tell him how
is my
it...
proficiency.
Okay, he walks over to Trevor. He has Trevor, come here. And he tries to pull Trevor like 15 feet that way.
Okay, he follows. With like
Some
questioning,
reluctance.
and in fact, he's gonna go kind of closer to the wall here.
Okay, he leans in really close to you. Says, "Don't let anything happen to Nadia, or I'll kill you. And if you die, I'll go kill your mom." He takes a step back. Goes, "Alright, let's go, Benny." And Benny began walking away.
Just turns around.
That bridge is burned.
Oh yeah. He was gonna try to make up for it, like potentially after that, but no.
Okay,
So I
can't reach. The purple and the white are gone.
You didn't hear nothing.
I didn't hear anything either.
No.
Nope, but he pulled you away and talked to you and whispered in your ear.
Now you're
She's
better.
giving you a look.
Yeah, he said,
How well are you at masking?
he said, "Protect Nadia or he'll kill you, and if you're dead, he'll kill your mom."
Yeah, I mean,
You see, he looks
yeah.
very annoyed.
I'm glancing.
Not masking at all. He just looks fucking annoyed.
Tell me later.
Male ego.
I glanced in that
You need to get close.
direction to see his
Maybe a
reaction,
little
and
later.
she's just kind of a little pissed because she
Alright.
probably knows that Henry said something is stupid, like he has been this entire time.
He's been getting progressively more mad as you guys have gotten deeper into here.
Alright, are you ready?
Yeah, let's go do this.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Go team.
This is a private question. You can text me.
Or write it on a card.
Or a card. I have cards here. You want a card?
Yes, because I want it to be kind of a surprise. If it is something I can do, and I don't know if it's something I can do.
Okay.
Alright, team. Hands in. I'm joking. Totally joking.
Does anybody else need any healing?
These little imps have like horns in
Any?
them.
Yes.
Let's see.
I think I'm
Kinda
fine.
Like stomp on one of the heads until like a horn breaks off, and then he's gonna take a horn piece.
Make 3 strength checks, and it's gonna be kind of gross. Yes, you can.
5, 19,
Monk weapon?
11.
Yes. It counts. Yeah, both can count.
Okay.
Yes. But
Perfect.
remember that if I'll write it.
Hang on. He's gonna get to his thing, and then he'll get to you.
Sorry, I'm trying to be badass. Just give me a
Fine.
second.
I'm just gonna hold my hand here, or else I'll forget.
What if you forget the question by the time you remember?
That's a possibility, but I won't
That
even have a
happens.
chance if I don't.
Are you trying to talk to me or?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's stomping.
He's stomping on this one's head at the moment. Maybe he's just making sure it's dead.
Are you flexing as you do?
No. Seems like he's getting a little bit of anger out at the moment.
She's gonna approach
as well.
you. Nadia.
Well, you're right next to him.
What did he say to you? Do I need to kill him?
No, well.
Oh,
I
he's
don't
mine.
take him for real.
He's mine.
Don't worry about it.
I would like to
You
be
just
a
threaten me and my family
copycat.
if we let you die.
Only instead of trying to stomp off a horn, I'm just going to
Don't
take
think
my
you'd do
nice
something
big
that would actually
new
do
knife
that?
and cut. Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
But that pisses me off and I'm
because she's a
him.
big guy.
Yeah, that's fine. 1 second. I would like you to roll survival for me. Okay, what were your 3 strength checks?
5, 19, and 11.
Okay, you get a very chipped horn.
Okay. He just wanted some proof that this thing existed.
I have another question in regards to this.
15.
Okay, you managed to carve one off. It takes you a little while. Are you guys all okay with Robin sitting there sawing at a body for like 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
We need to go.
What are you doing? Hurry! Can't you? I mean, if I stop this one too.
It's not even a good idea while you're tough.
I don't know.
Is anybody
Nick
stop
would love
me?
a demon horn.
I mean, right? It's like when in Rome, you
I got
know.
abjuration tentacle already. Now I got demon horn.
Yes.
It's making complexity.
Are you a blister knives?
Say
Makes sense.
Alright.
Are we ready?
I'm gonna step in front of her.
That's not.
Okay.
That's.
You'll see her grab the other sword, bust it up so that the ice
Ice
breaks
shatters.
up, and she's gonna pull it out and she's gonna be doing something.
Fuck yeah! And he says that. Fuck yeah!
What kind of damage does it do?
It looks kind of icy. You'd have to test it out.
Oh, so I don't know if it's like a D, whatever. Like I
Oh! It's a short sword, so it's a D6.
So it's the same with this, with the D4 frost or something?
It is not the same as that.
Okay, I'll get to that when I attack the next thing.
Yep.
Okay.
How about on our way back you do that? Maybe there's a bigger demon worm up top.
She's got a point.
Break it at this point, like, so you know how you
Yeah,
guys like
make an awesome strength check to break it.
And don't worry, I'm not gonna die.
You totally can do it. I believe in you.
We got your back.
I'm not a bard.
And you can keep that. Just don't give it to your group. I don't believe their claim.
No, you can't break it.
Robin, come on.
It's glowing with some Nordic runes on it, sort of like fluctuating.
Right?
Can I see the runes?
You can if you roll a perception above 14.
Okay. No.
Go, go, go.
The perception is good though.
What
No, alright.
Damn it.
Stops.
You guys are stopping?
No,
Oh,
like,
you rolled strength.
I think she rolled something.
I rolled strength, which was a 0,
Uh-huh.
so I couldn't do it.
Right.
So, just 9.
You
Don't
know
worry.
what's on it?
There might be better up top.
They're not letting me finish.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you might have time. These two are chatting.
Okay, alright.
You can get the bigger horn up top.
Think so?
You guys ready?
Totally.
Let's do this.
Does anybody want anything before we go up?
No.
No energy boosters?
Let's save.
I'm feeling pretty good right now.
I mean, I should be fine.
Okay.
Save it for when we need it.
Just kind of look at the swords.
Just like hold them both little swords. I look at my hands for the first time. Just
Oh, yeah.
Claws.
You got claws, yeah. Also, roll perception, Trevor.
What the fuck?
What?
Natural one.
Okay, no.
Alright, why do I have claws?
I don't know.
Nature
What?
check to see if I recognize
Oh, maybe that's
like
something about the
anything?
sword.
No, they're not like it.
Anything? Okay.
Oh my god.
Maybe that'll help you. You can, like, when you punch, you can also like, pow, and like scratch your face off.
You're turning into a werewolf.
Let's go kill this thing before that happens.
You'll definitely. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll discuss this later. Let's go.
You guys are fully prepared?
Yup.
Alright. Decide marching order when you get to this next part because it's single file.
I'm going first. I imagine walking through the mist with
Yeah.
a pissed off
As
look
is?
on her face.
That's
Two swords
fine. As
trailing
is?
behind her.
That's fine.
You guys would have had 1 extra, potentially 2 extra fighters for this if you didn't send them home.
Yeah, but 2 people that would just die.
Too much healing. I don't think we have a lot of healing spells left.
I mean, you blew the healing on them, you might as well use them.
Except for I don't want Benny to see their powers. But she was fighting against having her go.
Okay.
That's why she didn't say. Sorry.
I sent him away.
We all, other than me,
We helped.
because we were like, yeah. It's a
She was 50-50.
Alright, so, pow, just like
I'm
that.
keeping
Yeah.
going.
And then,
I'm gonna have to make a few rolls to see if they make it out okay. Who knows?
It's
We look down and there's these scuff marks by the boards and there's a board missing.
If somebody manages to, like, if any mosquito get in here, somebody manages to squish a mosquito on the map.
You know, mosquito.
Is there something on the ground?
Perception.
I'm in the back.
Actually, I have to roll this one because I don't trust my sparkle dice.
Oh, do you trust that one?
No. 6.
You don't see it. You continue walking, but nothing happens.
Okay.
Evil DM.
Do we hear anything other than just a storm?
No, you
There's
just
no
hear
maniacal laughter or anything going on out there.
Nothing. Nothing
Classic
like that.
demon.
Nope, nothing.
No villain monologuing. You know.
I'm keeping extra close eye around corners
Okay.
just to make sure nothing spooks me around the corner.
Okay.
Do I need to roll again?
Not yet.
Okay, so we keep going.
Roll perception for that one.
15.
15. You do see something there.
Oh shit.
It looks like kind of like a jagged piece of twisted metal just sticking up from the ground.
Round it.
Okay.
Wait.
That's fine.
Oh wait, never mind. You stopped though.
I did. I was like, I did this.
See some?
And it looks like these metal sticking out of the ground. We'll walk around it.
Okay. Yes, it just looks like a really jagged, sharp piece of metal.
Just don't step on that, please.
Okay.
I'll point it out as we walk past. So Rob pointed out to you.
Yeah.
As we all walk past.
Look at that.
Keep walking.
Wow, it's sharp.
Yeah, don't step on it.
Just don't step on it. If you tetanus.
Alright, to make it through this windy, twisty path, I would like you guys to roll acrobatics checks to not slip and fall.
It looks pretty rough.
It's kind of slanted.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
13. I think 5 plus 8 is 15, right?
12.
5 plus 8?
Not 15. 13, I think.
13.
Yes.
15.
22.
You? 10? You all managed to make it. 10 was the DC.
Oh,
I'm gonna ride it.
And I'm going to need Nadia to roll a perception check for me.
yellow dice.
Your dice don't like you right now.
Actually, that's not so bad. 11.
11? You don't see as you arrive at the tip here of the summit. You guys coming behind? As a bolt of fire comes flying at your face.
Shit.
Ooh, with a natural 20.
Ooh. Good thing we topped you off.
Boom! Headshot!
Pretty much.
They total of 12 damage right to the face. Boosh! You guys see as there's an explosion of flames on Nadia's face as she goes toppling backwards into you, Trevor.
Whoa! Brace it over.
You hear a laugh.
Did we know
Are you
that
alright?
the map?
Are you alright?
This is seriously the map. Okay.
Okay.
It's not Nixus!
Yeah, I'm fine. Shit. 38.
Is it Nixus?
That is not the name of the demon, if that is your question.
Yeah, the mini.
12?
The figure.
You are thinking of the correct character, but you are not saying its name
I know.
correctly.
I just know it's Ob.
It's similar enough that I know what you're talking about, but wrong.
I know it has an Ob in it, okay? Obnixilis?
That is correct.
Eightrius.
She looks at someone and her hair starts to fizzle.
Yep.
Ooh. You're gonna need like super conditioner.
It says, "Come at me, children."
Okay.
Eightrius.
Yeah, Eightrius. Go ahead and roll initiative, everybody.
Okay. I'm going to roll which one? Do I want to do critter or my gold die? Fuck!
Very good,
Can you give me my phone?
These different D20s.
Okay.
Soon.
Oh, wrong choice. Got it. Okay.
Okay. 25 to 20. Anybody?
No.
15 to 20. Anybody?
18.
18. Anybody else? Okay, I'd like you to re-roll the 18.
Ooh.
That's not good.
Omnibox, like, tied us.
You will be going first.
Holy shit!
There we go.
It did was anyway.
Scared. I'm first.
Okay.
I'm ahead of it all.
10
Yeah,
to
we're
15.
gonna go walk through you.
No, 10 to 15.
Nope.
5 to 10.
8, 6.
7.
7, 6. Okay.
I'm last and I'm in front of all y'all.
Yeah, good job. That's okay. I mean, you're still reeling from that fire in the face.
I'm probably still gonna get attacked again.
I mean, hopefully, you're the tank at the moment.
Except for I'm down to almost half
Taylor
my
has a
health.
feeling this guy is going to be resistant to fire.
DM warning. This is a hard fight.
Oh, really?
Try hard.
Alright!
Alright. No holding back is what you're saying, huh?
Yeah.
But I would use my mental flame.
Probably going to die.
Okay. Robin, what would you like to do? He just said,
Doesn't mean we're
come back, you
Exactly.
children. Wait.
Chalet!
Okay, that's your bonus action.
Yep.
You watch as the moss on her stick sort of glows and some vines grow and knit the staff back together where it was
Nice.
broken.
Then. So.
You know, push through us? Kind of.
Yeah.
10, 20, 25. What do you want to
Plus 30.
Yes!
Where do you want us here?
This makes me think of
Here.
Sarah when you get a boss. And
That's probably
as you're like
fine.
Okay.
For some reason, this reminds me of that one guy who, in the middle of a hurricane, took out the American flag. He has long rocker hair. He's just in his boxers, and he's just catching the hurricane, just like. Oh yeah! And the flag just like. And he struck back with Hurricane Florence too. He threw at me. He was
That's
there.
right.
Jesus.
Why can't I find anything for sure?
Alright, squishy 12-year-old in the front lines. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that is. Damn it.
just warning you, Nadia looks like shit again.
You got crit on the first hit.
Yeah. I'm almost out to half again. By like.
I'm just gonna be looking over here, and then just gonna end my turn.
Okay. Not gonna do anything else?
That's all my movement. So.
That's
You
action.
should stop and go hurry.
Yeah, you had an action still.
I'm trying to just what I could do for an action that wouldn't actually be.
Tons of stuff you can do.
I know, but I don't know if I can.
You make a ranged attack. You could heal somebody. You could summon an ancestral spirit guardian.
Oh, the Guardians! Do it!
Not good with the spellcasters, guys.
It's okay.
Did the bear?
Masters are hard.
I'm really bad. Right.
You can
How
play
many
summon
can you do a day?
Yeah, that's the question.
Oh, I did that. I think it's only once.
Oh, it is.
Once a day?
I'm pretty sure I can only
You
do
got a
it.
full rest.
Oh yeah, you got that
Oh, because of the.
full rest.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
That was after bear.
Yes. So.
Oh, really
It's
quick.
a bonus
I
action.
forgot something. There's something else to make this fight hard.
No, even better.
No, show her use the bonus action.
Oh, you used the
But there's some. I mentioned
Oh,
something else
so
to
I-
make this fight hard. Get ready. I'm bringing out the timers. Everybody, you have 1 minute to decide what
That
you
is
do
going to be
within
my-
6 seconds. So every turn is 6 seconds long. You have 1 minute to determine what you're doing with your 6 seconds. And if the timer runs out before you say what you're doing, your turn is skipped. Your character is frozen in fear with what's going on, caught in the headlights.
Okay.
As soon as that flips over, if this runs out of time, you'll just flip it over to start your turn. If she ends her turn before it's done, then you use the new one. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And then we'll pass it around, keep them one ahead essentially.
Yeah, so that's... So for the action, then I'm going to do... Lucy, I went there, and then I'll do the cure wounds.
Roll the dice quick. Go, roll the dice. Fast. 8 plus 5, you heal for 13.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, one second. The demon is going to laugh. And he is going to run forward, and he is going to attempt to grapple Robin. Her up by her neck. Make either a athletics or an acrobatics check. Your choice.
I'll do the one I'm proficient with.
Inspirations? Hello?
Okay. The demon, which is about 9 feet tall, proceeds to grab Robin by her neck and lift her up into the air. So she is now about 12 feet in the air, being held suspended.
Roll 3 plus 4, so there's really 7.
Alright. Next up is Layla. Start your timer.
Okay. I'm going to...
You're far behind. Around the little dude.
I can't see it, can I?
No.
You can move. Oh, you can't see what's going on though, but you can hear.
So we move.
Time's running out.
You can double move and it'll be double.
15,
25?
Okay.
More.
Did you cut the cord? It's,
No,
it's
you
open
guys.
air, but not
I'll
a wall.
let you do it, but you gotta hurry because the time's almost out.
Oh shit. I'm going to do my burning veins thing.
Do it, roll. You gotta roll before your time runs out.
It's only a 2 plus 5, I think. No, 6.
Is that
So
the damage?
18. No attack. No, 2 attack. So I miss.
You have 18? Your attack roll is 18?
No, it was only I rolled a natural 2.
Oh, okay, yeah, you missed. You definitely missed.
Ow. In my panic haze, I miss.
Alright, next up is Trevor. Start your clock. I think about your turns before it gets to your turn, guys.
I already know what I'm going to do.
It's got your sister.
I mean, technically that's open, isn't it?
Yes, technically it is.
Alright. Share a square for now.
Yeah.
Let go of her, you motherfucker! And I'll try to... I'll distract you, Figment. And,
Yes or no? I'm not going to roll until you decide for sure.
Plan your next roll, you guys. Already start planning.
Oh yeah, timing.
And have a backup plan.
okay, I'll distract you, Figment. And just getting the whole load. So,
He's got 18. He gets a save.
gets a save.
What's your damage? Hurry up. What's your damage?
10, 20, 35 divided by 2.
Okay, it's going to be 17. And holy shit, is that because you pulled a
So I maxed out the...
Damn.
Shit!
Okay.
That is
You hear him
sister.
shout. "Ah!" Inspiration die for roleplay.
Thanks.
Alright, next up is Nadia. Start your timer.
Is she still suspended?
Yeah, she's still being held in the air.
I get up close enough where I can try and slice his arm off?
Yeah.
You can attempt. I'm gonna call that I'm gonna call it a targeted attack roll. They don't exist in 5th edition, but basically what I'm gonna say is you're making an attack roll with I'm gonna say -3 to whatever you roll.
11 minus 3 plus 6.
14.
Okay. Your sword just bounces off of the thick plating on his arm.
Am I able to do a shove action? My
Yes.
second action?
Yes.
What do I add to it?
It's athletics, so
Athletics. 6. 19.
sure, you can shove him.
Does that make him drop her?
Sure, I'll say it drops her. He'll go back 5 feet. You fall to the ground. He gets shoved backwards. Ugh!
That's the end of my turn, I guess.
I mean, you can move still if you want to. I mean, because we can't end in the same spot. Because you
Yeah,
were essentially in the spot. That I was
I will. Yeah.
move up to here?
Fine,
Okay.
Yeah.
Give a little protection to the.
Robin, you ought to start your timer. Or if somebody wants to just be on timer duty.
Alright, so now that I'm down, I'm going to summon the bear spirit. So myself and my allies will gain 5 temporary hit points. Plus my druid also 10. You gain 10 temporary hit points.
Nice.
And
Yes.
yeah. So then we're going to attack with this lily. Pull up my things because I don't have what memorized. I'm never hear that shit.
Gives me some roll a d20 to see if you hit.
Yeah, that would
At
make
least get
sense.
that hard.
But there's got to be a.
You gotta hurry.
Please place a die for your bear's location.
It's plus your wisdom.
That was it. It's fine. What was the damage? I need to know what it was. Quick.
Alright. So 13.
Okay, what were you doing?
She's hitting with
Attack with
shillelagh.
shillelagh. Melee.
Oh, okay. That's the attack roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, your stick just bounces off of its thick plate, does nothing to it. It laughs.
Even if it. Okay. Yep. Okay.
Listen, you got your bonus, you got your attack.
How's Steven,
Unless you
right?
wanted to move, but. No.
I gotta be able to hit him.
I think Steven's. If I recall correctly.
Bad.
Oh, you're done?
Didn't have, yeah.
That was
Okay.
everything you could do. The timer's out.
Alright.
Yep.
Here we go.
Whose turn is it?
Damn it.
It's Eightrius' turn.
Eightrius.
Does he get a timer too?
No. Eightrius is going to, 1 second.
I wanted to be like,
He can't tell what happened to him, so he can't tell who attacked him. So he's just going to go for the person who tried to go for his arm. That's you.
Every time you say that.
He's going to do a 16 flaming fist to your face.
Hits.
Hits?
Maybe you should try to stop saying come at me. It doesn't work out for you. I'd rather he hit me than any of you.
At least you got 10 hit points for him.
Yeah, I do.
You take 13 damage, 6 bludgeoning, 7 fire.
Okay, 3 damage to your actual HP.
So that's 38.
Eightrius is done. Layla, go.
Okay.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
I'm going to move to the back corner. Or Layla, yeah, I'm going to move to the back corner here.
Go for it.
Someone can move me.
Right here.
She's going to kind of swirl her hands and then point at him. Her necklace is going to flash, and I'm going to true strike him, so I gain insight into his defenses, and on my next turn, I get advantage on my first attack.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Because I have bonus actions.
Trevor, you're up.
She had insight? No.
It doesn't tell me what his weaknesses are, it just...
Right.
It's like it pinpoints a weak point in his armor, basically, for a moment. It lets you have advantage. Yeah.
Underneath his chin looks a bit vulnerable. It looks like he's got a glass job.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna try to energy beam him. I'm gonna go ice. Just going with that natural guess that fire, ice, opposites, and all that.
Okay.
And so dexterity 16. So.
For him.
Which timer was your timer? So
This one right here.
Okay. Go for it. Dexterity, say? Go ahead and roll your damage. We'll find out.
Oh, it's all or nothing.
Oh, okay.
So it's
well, he's got. I rolled anyway, but he's got a 12. His save is 12.
For 7.
7 damage.
We'll throw one of these in here. Make that 13.
Okay. 13 damage. Ice blast. You see a beam of blue energy go flying out from Trevor. You're doing your gun thing.
Yep.
Hits him in the chest. You see him crossed over. He shouts. Aah! He's like breaking ice crystals off his chest.
Yeah, right on the
Gosh, Trevor! Brother!
I bet 50 20 done.
Oh, the bear's back. Yeah, Nadia, go.
Couldn't you feel it?
Point where the bear is with your thingy.
Lightning
Is
blade.
it not with...
18 plus 6.
It's the right
That's gonna hit.
Okay.
Like a-
so
Okay.
It's no longer than
for 7 slicing, 1 lightning. And then I'm gonna slash
I don't know what
across.
you're pointing at.
So
Alright.
that's my second action.
Go for it.
Oh!
16 plus 6.
That hits.
Nice.
What do I roll for damage?
Huh?
What do I do? What do I roll for damage?
D6 and D6.
Nice.
So I'm guessing I add my strength to one of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
good
that's
use of it, thank you.
4 for one and 1 for the other.
Okay, I'm going to assume that the blue one was the ice.
Sure.
They both rolled ones.
But I got him twice. And then I'm going to use my kick action to attack him with my bonus.
Go for it.
The bear become bigger.
That is a 16.
That will miss.
Okay. That's the end of my turn.
You slice him. Ah! Ah! And the kick, he steps out of the way. He looks kind of angry. He's got a little like X slash on him now. It's sizzling and there's like ice crystals across his chest as well.
Alright. Next.
Alright, Robin, you're up. Go.
Alright.
Did you place your bear? Is that thing the bear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe the other one.
There's a
Tails
large,
are a good
8-foot
idea.
tall spiritual bear in the center of the area here, looking out the door.
Yeah, but using my thing instead of the...
Is it like seafood?
Oh.
Huh?
Is it sort of seafood?
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah. Time to find out. What are you doing?
I'm attacking for 19.
I think
With
that's a
short
hit.
delay.
Nice.
Alright, so that is a D8
Plus your wisdom, so
Yep.
10 damage.
Yes.
Okay? Take out Shillelagh and you just land a big, massive smack right into his torso.
Yeah, now I know this.
It's a magical weapon.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's his turn anyway. First he's going to use one of his legendary actions.
Ooh, he's got lots of action.
Yeah.
We've hammered him already.
He's using,
He's on death.
you see him let out a large, massive roar of anger, and you see as reality sort of seems to warp, everything starts to shift around you, like it's almost being sucked into him. He throws out his arms, and there's a huge blast of concussive force. He's going to deal... I need dice, 1 second. It's not the right kind of dice.
Oh, but that space is not occupied, so technically it's totally traversable.
I have a feeling that it's going to be back. I think we're going to get more back.
Yeah.
And you guys will probably.
I don't know, it could be just a big ass area. Which could be rough for me and her. We must have been blown up the fucking edges.
Yep. Well, I mean, is that a sheer edge?
I think so.
No, I'm on the other
It's
side.
probably like 10, it's probably 20. It's based on
See,
the
on this
swirl
side.
around.
On this side.
Like this side? Oh, you mean over here?
Yeah.
I don't know what that
I
is.
need to borrow a D8 from somebody.
That's a sheer edge.
And where's my last D8?
It's the set I'm taking home. Is that what it share anymore.
Oh.
That's a lot of dice.
Yeah.
Okay, so
What's the reaction to that?
he lets out a huge blast of damage, and all of you have the opportunity to use an attack to counteract the damage in response to his blast. So you guys can choose what sort of attack to use, whether you're going to expend your spell slots, use a cantrip, punch at it, whatever. But his damage minus your damage is what all of you are going to take.
Will this affect my true strike?
No, this will not have anything to do with your true strike.
Because I have to. It says on my next attack roll.
This is not.
Okay.
It says I thought it said on your next turn, but regardless, no, this isn't an attack roll. This is
On
a
your
response.
turn. Okay.
Everything you
Do we
do
need
right
to
now
roll?
auto hits. Whatever you're doing, it's going to hit no matter what.
Okay.
Okay.
Slashing it. I'm doing. I don't know if I can do it with both arms.
You can. You get to use one action or one bonus action if for some reason a bonus action is a better attack.
Try and slice through the air.
Okay. So are you going to use both attacks with both swords, or what are you going to do?
If I can do that.
Yeah, because one of your attack actions. Sorry, one of your actions is 2 attacks.
Okay. Slash. Do I have to do damage?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
With my strength.
Everything usually.
Yeah. With all the attack, all the damage. Oh, no damage.
Fucking
Oh, it's not too bad.
bro!
That's weird.
And 4 and
Sorry about the
1,
curse.
so that's 5, 16 total.
What do you got?
I got 5 more to add to that.
Okay, 16 and 5. You got 20.
I choose the wrong one as I like try to use like the thunder clap back.
Cantrip, firebolt.
13.
You got a 13. What was that, Shillelagh?
Yep.
What did you get, Laura?
I got 6.
6?
Both got a slug better character. Nice.
Okay, describe for me, each of you, the attack you did. What did you use?
Take your shillelagh and just like the end of it, like a. I can't think of what it's called, but just shove it into his stomach.
Slam it into the...
Yeah.
Well, you're hitting him. You're hitting the concussive barrier force. That's flying.
Then like you're trying to part the seas.
Yeah. Okay. Jim's running forward for 6, slams it into the energy it's flying at you guys. What are you doing? Okay. Sends out some firebolts from Layla. A couple slashes from you.
Just kind of a thunder clap with the energy beam, hoping to separate it.
Okay. You guys successfully managed to minimize it. You guys reduced it to 0. None of you take
Nice.
any damage as the energy parts around you guys, and you see it flying and things ripping off of the hill in either direction around you guys.
Yeah.
Woo!
And now it's
And
actually.
now his actual action.
What a dick.
But hey, it's not legendary, so.
So now, he is going to do a flaming knee drop to Robin's face.
Oh, Robin, no! He knows the real threat.
That's how I locate my D20. What the hell? Oh, no, there it is. 17, Robin. Okay.
10 at least. What's that 10 first?
It's a flaming knee kick to the face. You take 3 damage as your head snaps backwards. 3 damage.
Just 3.
Just 3.
Ooh, okay.
You rolled a 2 and a 1. So.
I thought that was it's 17 to hit. Okay, okay.
Okay.
I thought it was 17 damage.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. And I'm like,
Okay.
Oh, okay. So he's still working through your jump then.
yeah.
Alright.
Shit.
After Eightrius, Layla, go. Start the timer. Okay, we started the timer. Go.
I
Pass that one
am
over.
using Scorching Ray at 3rd level.
Okay.
So this first one, because I have to roll for each ray, is the advantage one. 17 plus 6 will hit. Here's the second ray. 14 plus 6 is a 20.
Okay. What was the first one?
It was a 17 plus 6, so 20.
Okay, the first one hits then.
Yeah. Here's the third ray. 16 plus 6.
That was the third one?
Yeah.
Okay, what was the first and what was the second?
First one is a natural 17. Second one is a natural
Okay.
14. They're all plus 6s.
Okay.
Natural 16. The last one is another 16.
Okay, they all hit.
God damn it.
Weren't they all going to hit anyway because of True Strike?
No, it only gives me advantage on the first strike.
Oh, okay.
I have to roll for each one. So here's the first one. They're each 2d6.
Yep.
6. 9. 6 plus 9.
I can add.
Plus 4. Plus 10.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, she rocked it.
And she will just basically, like, raise up her arms. These bolts will, like, coalesce out of her neck and just...
Okay. Perfect! I will bolt them. Yeah.
So cool.
Alright. Trevor, go.
Go. Kick his ass.
So that was
Okay,
that was awesome.
Yes.
Oh, so awesome! That was so awesome. I keep on the draw that so bad. Like, yes.
Alright, he's going for it again. Same thing,
Ice beam?
Ice beam. So 16 for save. We'll wait to say, roll.
He saves.
Yeah. So kind of distance he dodges out of the way of it.
I'm gonna say he reaches out his hand and then you just see it deflect. Like, he breaks it apart. The beam hits like some energy in front of his hand and just flies in different directions around him.
Alright, he's figured me out on that one.
Gotcha.
Change tactics. And yeah, he'll let that go.
Nadia, go.
I'll let you protect.
Okay, I'm gonna strike at him with my swords.
Okay.
With the lightning sword first. That is a 25.
That'll hit. Damn.
I am also going to just need roll damage. 8 plus 1 lightning, and then I'm also going to use a key point to stunning strike.
Okay.
He needs to roll a Constitution saving throw against my PVC of 13.
What are you using?
A key point, stunning strike.
Stunning strike? Okay.
Yes.
He's got an 18.
Okay, he beats it, and I'm going to use my other sword. For 16.
16? That's a miss.
Okay.
So,
And
you hit him with the first one, you see his arm twitch as you jolt him with the blade. The second one, he blocks. Yeah, go.
Natural 1, that doesn't work.
Okay. With your other kick, your next attack, you do a roundhouse kick and you accidentally kick Robin in the head.
Sorry, Robin!
Oh!
Robin, I'm going to say take a straight 3 damage so you keep moving.
Sorry, Robin.
Oh shit!
Okay, who's next?
She's got it.
Robin, you're up.
Yeah!
Start the timer. Start the timer.
That's a 17, so
Nice.
22.
22 hits.
7.
7 damage. Okay. You slam Shillelagh right underneath his chin. You hear a crack as his head like lifts upwards. And Eitrius is up. Eitrius takes a couple steps backwards. You two can make attacks of opportunity if you
Yes.
want to.
Right, you.
Do I hit with both just one attack?
Just one. Which side
Natural
you-
1.
Oh my god.
That's
Two in a row.
15.
15's a miss. With your natural 1, you accidentally elbow Robin in the head as you're passing by. But I'm going to say there's no damage.
Oh!
You've been kicked and elbowed in the face by Nadia now.
She's been turned.
As he lifts his hands up, you see as the entire world starts to shift and spin and warp again.
Oh no.
And reality shifts around you guys.
That's never
Ooh.
Oh no.
Who's next? I tried. Roll D6.
We hit the damage threshold and we moved on to the next phase.
Rock always rolls.
You guys want to lift your characters? I got some math for you.
Do we need to know exact spots that they were?
No.
I'm guessing we're getting randomized. Just gonna stop.
Ooh. Swirly Doom.
So these red blobs are clouds of red mist, and here is just a storm of mist and lightning. So these are more settled mists that will obscure vision, and this is the actual spinning, like, tornado storm. There is a tree on fire here, a pile of rocks, a broken pillar, some tires, a statue of an angel, a leaning pillar coming out of the ground, some large hills of dirt, an open grave, and
not toilet seat.
In a car.
Yeah, and a car.
Oh, I was hoping to see the unicorn car.
Where are we on
That's still in our universe.
Yeah, you might want to.
All of you need to be exactly 5 spaces away from Eitrius. Eitrius is in the center of the map.
So we'll say here.
Sure. Pick 5 spaces away from him, everybody. You do not have to be spread out. You can be together if you so choose. But you do have to be 5 spaces
Did Bear
away.
Totem come with us?
Yes. I'm
Is
going to say the
Diagonal
Bear
now?
Totem stays close to him.
Does that look good?
Okay, you are.
Up to 5 spaces.
Layla is nowhere near 5 spaces away from
I
him.
know, I'm counting, I'm asking if diagonal counts.
Yes, it counts.
Yeah, it's close to me. I'll go near the blood. 5.
I think I lose the 10 hit points.
Okay.
I'm not in the range.
So,
It's not. It's
No, it's
no,
like 60.
Trevor, he's going to look directly at you, and he points his finger at you. And I would like you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
I lost it because I
Oh no.
I should see.
good.
10.
10? Okay. You see, as another Eitrius appears behind you.
Shit.
Nobody else sees this. Only Trevor sees this.
Oh shit, oh shit.
Okay?
Do we see him just...
Alright, whose turn is it?
After that, it is going to be Layla's turn.
Okay, I'm going to Scorching Ray him at second level. So,
Okay.
3 beams again. Just 3 beams this time.
I'm next, that's kind of just
Here's a 20 and a 17.
20 and 17, Nick. They hit.
20 hits, 17 doesn't.
Okay, so only 1 hits him.
Well, I didn't waste that.
7 damage.
Sure,
Okay.
it would have gotten to be a 5.
Does it look like it hurts him?
5 or 6.
Huh?
should have just taken Gary
Okay,
out.
yeah, one of the bolts proceeds to hit him in the arm. He shrugs it off and goes,
Okay, that's all I'll do.
Okay, Trevor, you're up.
Oh shit! Or that's, yeah, 5, 15, 20.
The hills will be considered rough terrain if you choose to go over.
That's fine. He's just trying to put the hill between him and hopefully that creature.
Okay.
Because he's trying to hide behind it, and then he'll focus back over there, and he'll distracting figments, big boy again. This time only 3 points he's using now.
He's got a 14.
Fail. Oh, for 12.
12 damage?
I saw a 10, and I saw these little 10s, but those are percentile dice, so those are ones. 12 damage, yeah.
12 damage? Okay.
But he now also has,
He's looking a little bit more scraped up, guys. He's looking a little bit more worse from Ray.
he has no,
Got his head.
no reactions, I think it is. Check this, thinks he perceives a threat until the end of my next turn. And it can't use reactions, and melee attack rolls against it have advantage.
Sweet. Nadia, you're up.
That's why I'm trying to use that one. It works so well with you guys.
Really quick, pause. Legendary action. You'll get to restart your timer. Everybody, what would you like to do? He's doing another huge blast in all directions. You have
Before I
to
get to run
cancel it
up?
out with your damage. Yeah?
Before I run up, so I'm here.
You can choose if you want to be when you run up or not. That's up to you.
Oh, wait. What are we rolling? The attack?
Any attack you want. One action or one bonus action. Your choice. However much damage you do is going to cancel out his attack.
Alright, I'm doing the same damage last time.
They're down. Same.
I'm changing type. Stick with the ice this time.
Firebolt. Oh, that's so much better! Except if we were playing Delta Green, this would be so bad.
666 or something.
Alright. How much damage? What kind of attack?
9 and
like slamming it.
Yeah, we're going to
Okay. You got a 9? What do you got?
Firebolt will kind of coalesce into a shield in front of me, and it's 18.
Okay. What do you got?
2 slashes.
Okay.
2 swords for 19.
Try to split it with ice and 8.
Oh, I'm sorry, 18. Damage. What did I say, 19? You said 18. Okay, I can't remember. I got it. Very nice.
You guys all do your attacks. You part the energy with your stick. Your flaming shield parts the blast around you. Your slashes cause it to fizz past you in either direction. Your hair blowing behind you. Your what do you again?
Ice beam.
Your ice beam causes it to like the flames to split and disperse around you. None of you guys take any damage. You guys are doing really good on this one, actually.
Yes, we are. Okay, can I go now?
It's good high rolls here.
Alright, I'm booking it up here, and I'm going to attack him
Okay.
With my lightning sword for 20.
That hits.
We hit the car, hit her with the car.
6 piercing, 2 lightning. Attack with the frostblade.
Don't forget you have advantage.
Yeah.
What? I do?
Yeah, so you can roll the attack. See if you get a 20. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
And then, so I rolled a 6 for the other one, plus 17, so 17 plus 6, which are hits.
That hits,
For
yeah.
the frostblade. So I'm gonna guess 7 for the piercing, 2 for the ice.
Alright, sounds good.
And then I'm gonna try and kick him.
Go for it.
And suck
Advantage.
because, 17.
Miss, yep. So you go to kick him, he proceeds to just like block your knee with his hand and shove you back down.
Next.
Robin, you're up. Go. Start the timer. What are you doing?
Should I?
Natural.
You have to
But
move up.
advantage.
So you have advantage.
So I'm assuming you moved up actually.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yes, that was. Move up. Actually, like that's
2 natural ones. Okay.
Oh no!
First watch
Yeah.
as Robin runs up and tries to slam her with the stick.
no.
He catches the stick, grabs her, pulls the stick away from her, breaks the stick on her face, sends her flying 15 feet. Shillelagh is broken in half. She'll go 15 feet backwards, and she is going to take 6 damage on top of that.
Oh my
You can
god.
press the digitate or whatever that is, right?
Bending.
Oh, it's bad.
He looks at you and goes, "I've had it with your stick, little girl."
Wow.
This will
You hear that line a lot.
No, he's done.
Eightrius is turn. Eightrius is going to look directly at you, throw his hand out at you like this, and I'd like you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Better than not even though.
This
New
thing
dice.
is, yeah, that's apparently it wants to be done.
It ran out.
It ran out, so that
Yeah.
would have been a 10. 14.
Okay. You see the demon that Trevor saw materialize over there. And then it's going to rush over and meet you in the face, or at least attempt to, with a 15. Okay? Does a flaming knee kick to your face, dealing a total of 9 damage.
Alright.
You're looking.
Roll.
Rough there.
Nobody else sees this. What you guys see is Robin, suddenly a burst of flame appears around her, and her head goes flopping backwards randomly.
It wasn't me!
You do see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you son of a bitch! It wasn't me! So it was 9 damage, right?
Here, Layla.
That was good. High five. Yeah. Nice roll.
Alright. Layla, you're up. It wasn't you, it wasn't you!
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to Burning Veins him.
Okay.
So I make a melee spell attack against him.
I'm gonna say it's advantage. I'm not actually sure if it works as spell, but I'm gonna say it does.
It's a melee spell. Probably touch. Yeah, it is touch.
I'm gonna say it works.
The attacks, though.
20.
20? 20 hits.
Okay. He takes 1d8. This is my burning vein, so it's the special thing. That's 9. He takes 9 fire damage, and it can't take reactions until the start of its turn, and will have disadvantage on ability checks.
Nice.
Oh wait, it's another d8. I'm sorry. 3, 12, because I'm 5th level.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
Trevor, you're up. Go.
Good easier.
Did I say Layla again, or did I say
I don't know. You tell me.
It was effective last time. Fuck with my sister.
grab some of this?
How's she looking? Like,
How are you looking?
I'm pretty bloody at
She's
this
burned,
point.
scorched. You see a patch of her hair is gone, and
Yeah.
it's just like black third-degree burn there on the side of her head.
okay. I will use.
I'm pretty bloody.
I'm running out.
I know. I see that. There it is.
Be careful.
Transposition. You. And I say, I'm getting you out of here.
Tapping you out.
I switch places with her.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, motherfucker! And I try to like laser beam him.
Go for it.
It's you rolling for that. Save throw 60 dex.
18, so...
Okay. Yep, he dodges.
Okay. He puts out his hand and just blocks the ice beam again.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Nadia, you're up.
So it's like,
Slashing at the side. For 70 plus 6.
Hits.
That is 7 piercing, 3 lightning. Slash with frost. 19 plus 6.
Hits.
So this frost die. 7 for piercing, 6 for frost. Knee him in the knee or something, kicking him. Dick. Natural 1.
look at that natural. You sure it wasn't 7?
So,
That was
you
one.
slash him.
Okay.
Ah! He gets cut. Lightning arcs across his chest. You slash him again. Ice frosts across his chest. You go to kick him, and
Is
you
there
end
still
up...
advantage on him, by the way?
No.
No. You go to kick him, and you end up phasing right through him, and kicking Layla square in the face.
I mean, I'm on the
that's-
other side of him now.
Sure, you can say you're on the other side of it. But I'd like you to roll a d4 and add your strength to it for how much damage you can self Layla.
6.
Okay, you just get beat in the
Sorry.
face. Man, Nadia's kicking everybody's ass today.
Right?
Legendary action.
Ooh, you see that?
Everybody, make an attack. Any attack you like. Remember, if you use a spell, you are using your spell points. If you're using key, you are using your key points.
Yep. So we're doing the whole win thing again?
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
I do, but I don't know what to...
A bear is within your category. A black bear.
I needed to ask, like, what is my CR
You're
right now?
CR
I need to know what attack
One
you do.
half?
Yes.
Slash,
So
slash
you're
for 18.
Above 4.
Okay. Trevor, what are you doing?
It's me.
No, it's
Oh, yeah.
the whirly.
This time, he's switching it up and he's trying like the thunder.
Okay.
See if he can just kind of like thunderclap the shit out of it. And 15.
Okay. What do you got, Layla?
Scan, fire, bolt, shield for 12.
What do you got?
Black bear blood.
Robin, what do you got?
She doesn't have any attacks.
Okay. No,
You got your poison.
nothing added from
Yeah,
Robin's
poison's,
moment?
I guess poison's break, yeah. Yeah.
Nope, too late.
Damn it.
All of you guys take 8 damage. Protecting the block.
It's not bad.
Thank you, I won't be needing this.
Are you awake?
No, she's out.
Ah.
No, she's not. I'm done.
You were at 9.
No, I'm at 7.
You were at 7? I could have sworn I saw 9.
That was 16 minus 9. It was poorly
Okay.
written.
You see as Robin flops to the ground.
Shit! He says.
You see some like singe marks. You see that she's still sort of like lit up, you know, like hot charcoal. Some of her clothing is sort of lit up a little bit still.
Alright.
I'm getting there, but not that bad yet. I'm not in the teens.
And that was his legendary action. After Nadia, Robin, you are up. Roll a death saving throw.
No, not that dice.
This is it. I put that one away.
Start the timer. She doesn't roll within 1 minute. She died. No. One failure.
I was gonna say, no way.
I need it. Oh,
Go, Layla, go.
I thought it was the demon's turn after
Oh,
Robin.
it is.
I'm sorry,
Okay. He's mad at you, Trevor.
Oh, me.
Yeah. So, Trevor,
Oh.
he's gonna do just a massive flaming fist to your face after you try to.
The one in front of me?
Yep, the one in front of you. That is a 12.
Shit, wait.
No! Ninja armor blocks that.
How do you wanna flavor that block? Because he does like this flaming fist to your face.
Just kind of like puts it up, like kind of like almost like a force kind of like kind of effect.
Alright. Okay, he then turns and he's going to point at Layla. Layla, intelligence saving throw, go.
She had a second, she forgot to have her hit points.
Yeah, I did. Intelligence saving throw?
Yep.
Abilities, intelligence, unit. 11.
11. Failure. You now see the new Eitrius appear.
Yeah.
Just on your side of the staff. I see that. She got it.
She's got it.
Lots of
I see the figment.
Yep, you see the one that is fighting Trevor. Materializes. Layla, you're up. Go.
Okay. He has to make a dex saving throw. I'm burning hands and I'm desperate.
He succeeds, your hands go straight through it. You lose the spell slot, nothing happens.
Through this guy?
Yep, nothing happens.
It's a 15-foot cone. I don't know if it reaches the other one.
Nope.
No?
Oh, Bear's gone, by the way. No.
No, when she went down there.
It's probably too late to use my distance spell. Okay.
Okay. Trevor, you're up.
Alright, gotta
So
get over
this
and help
one's
her.
fake? Nick? So this one's fake?
I don't know, is it?
On a failed save, it takes half damage, so...
Nothing happened. You
Yeah, it's
didn't
fake.
do it. Nothing happened.
Okay.
It may be fake, but its damage is real.
And the one that
Okay.
I was hitting is now all of a sudden secret.
If you need to take attack of opportunity.
I was gonna say, is there anything still preventing his
No,
reaction?
he's like, no, don't hit me. That's about it.
Yeah, he didn't.
Okay, and then
He listened to me.
pull that backpack off, pull that med kit, and bandage her.
Okay. You managed to stabilize her.
Oh my god, you're alive. Okay, thank god.
You're not awake though.
Anyway, Eitrius has like several slash wounds in his chest. He's bleeding pretty profusely. He's like kind of foaming at the mouth a bit. He's got bruises. And Nadia, go.
Kicking the one in front of me.
Kicking the one in front of you?
Yes.
Alright, go for it.
17.
That is a miss.
Go right through him.
No, you just totally don't even hit him. He ducks underneath you.
Okay, I'm gonna try and slash at him with my sword.
Okay?
Wait, he jumps.
No, he ducks.
Natural 20.
He's 9 feet tall, you said.
He's a fucking limbo champion.
Natural 20. I was taking natural 20.
Yeah, go. Roll double the dice.
Hits. Nice.
So that's...
Double dice.
Double dice, you roll again. 7. Roll the other one again.
Roll it.
9, 10. 4.
4. So that's a 14 total.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna slash with the other one. So that's
You can't slash the other one.
why not?
Because you kicked first.
With my bonus.
You can't use your bonus action attack unless you use the attack action first.
Okay.
Oh, bonus action.
For
Okay.
particular martial arts.
Yeah.
She was doing the test kick.
Yep, that's on. My timer right now.
Okay.
Next.
Robin is stable.
No, yeah, you.
But Robin, I'm going to let you roll a d20. If you get a natural 20, then you will wake up with 1 HP.
Everybody look away.
Nope.
Not quite.
I'm looking away. Stay left. I'm rooting for this guy.
Alright. Eightrius is going to turn the one next to Nadia, and is just going to look down at her and breathe heavily. Intelligence saving throw.
I've got bad breath.
Open snitch.
Okay. You see as this one materializes into existence over here. And then he's going to attempt to just lift up his foot and just like Sparta kick you in the chest. 15 hits. It's going to be 6 damage as a flaming heel hits you in the chest. 6, yeah. Layla, you're up.
Scorching Ray.
Which one?
2 at this, or 1 at this one and 2 at the other guy. Or I can do
Oh,
them at
okay,
once.
I'll let you do one and then the other. Go ahead.
Okay, here's the first one. Is a 20.
Which one?
This one.
Okay. That hits. A flaming bolt slams into its back and it stumbles forward. Ah!
It'll take 7 damage. That
Okay.
will. Here's the first one at the second one. Natural 20.
Okay.
Yes. There's 9. 16. to
Okay,
the
that
second.
larger firebolt goes flying at the second one, phases right through it, and
Shit,
it's not there.
god damn it. And I already said that the third one is going to them
You
too.
can switch it if you want.
Okay,
Yeah,
then I will
switch
switch it. That one is a natural 14 plus 6, 20.
Okay, that hits.
11 to him.
11, that hits.
Yes!
Nice. Working him down, working him down.
Nice. These are big hits.
Layla is looking very worn out though, I will say.
I'm hurting.
The light in her necklace is sort of starting to sputter.
Right.
And
Got the ever so slightly let go right now.
there. Trevor, you're up.
Just kind of moves to more or less be in front of her should another of those pulses come, and then he'll just target the one that they seem to be affecting. Yeah, focus fire style is what his thought is here, and he'll try the. Let's go with acid instead for the beam.
Okay.
And same effect. Dexterity. Same throw. 16 or better.
He fails.
Nice.
For 13.
13. Okay. Green beam of energy goes flying through the air, strikes him in the face. He shrieks, and the shriek turns into a kind of gargle as you see part of his face melt.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah!
Okay. Nadia, you're up.
I'm gonna attack me with the lightning blade first.
Okay.
Where's Rob? Miss.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll with the crush blade. Miss.
Okay.
Attack.
Key point or no key point?
Nope. 17 attacks.
Miss. Okay. He's getting used to your attacks. You see him stop, step back twice, dodge, dodge, dodge. Okay.
There's nothing else I can do.
Robin's up. See if you can roll 20, Robin. Usually you don't even get the roll. Get nice.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay. Eightrius is up. Eightrius looks around, and you see him sort of like glow red for a second when the glow fades. And he says, "You're all going to die." And then he starts laughing, and you hear the laughter coming from him, you hear the laughter coming from that one, you hear the laughter coming from all around you. From behind the car, from behind the flaming tree, behind the rocks, behind the pillar, behind the angel, from out of the grave over there. You hear laughter coming from everywhere. From behind the hill you're right next to. And that's it for his turn. Layla, you're up.
Motherfucking ass.
I'm going to use my last second level spell for Scorching Ray again. All at this guy.
You're not going to choose one attack and then see what happens?
Yeah,
and then
just
the
do
other?
one. Just do one for now. Go.
Okay, one at him.
Hurry up, the time is running out.
Oh, I'm sorry, I rolled all three.
Hurry up.
It's 14 misses.
Miss, he just dodges the beam as it flies past him.
She'll try again at him. Miss.
Okay. He dodges the other one.
Really?
Miss.
Okay, he dodges all three beams, sidestepping them, laughs at you. And Trevor, you're up.
Shit. Is he still laughing?
Yep, all of them are laughing. You hear laughing coming from every one of those objects, and you hear laughing coming from those two.
Alright, he kind of reaches into his pocket, and he'll pull out the silver cross, and he's like, "We're not gonna die, you're gonna die, motherfucker, because we got fucking good on our side!" And then he'll kind of like hold it out, and then he'll also kind of like laser beam using the acid again.
Here's a D6. What are you aiming at?
The one that they've been working at.
Okay. Go ahead and make your...
You can make sense.
Yep. It's going to be a 24.
Oh yeah, he's better. He just dodges it.
Yeah. He just moves his neck as it goes flying past him. Nadia, you're up.
That's funny because you're gonna die. Slash at him with the lightning.
You're laughing from every direction all around.
17 is not a hit. Frostblade.
Is that a natural 17 or no?
Miss.
Okay.
I'm going to
He's
use
sidestepping, dodging your attacks.
using my last key point to do flurry of blows, and I'm gonna double kick him.
Okay.
Natural 1. No.
Yeah. With your wand, I'm going to say deal 1 damage to Layla as the tip of your foot skims her.
That's all.
He dodges all the attacks, leaping and stepping around. Robin, go ahead and roll. Alright. Alright. You hear laughing from every direction. And, Layla, you see as 10 firebolts come flying from everywhere. Each one of them, both of them shoot a firebolt at you, and one comes flying up and around each of the objects in the field here. They all come zipping at you. For a 12.
I was gonna say, could I use my reaction to scold?
To what?
Shield?
Yeah, of course.
Scold!
Okay. All the firebolts coalesce around you, and your shield appears, and they just sort of like burst. You guys see an explosion of flames as 8 firebolts coalesce and explode around Layla. You're worried for a second, but when it all settles, she's totally okay. And let's go, Layla, you're up.
Firebolt. Miss.
Okay. Shoot a firebolt at him. He steps to the side. It goes flying past him.
Okay.
Trevor, you're up. Start your timer.
What time?
You guys still hear laughing from all around you in every direction.
Yeah, realizing that. Okay, fuck it. He's gonna shoot for this one this time with the acid beam. Hoping that it was just. Yeah.
Your beam flies into its chest and phases straight through it. And it just looks at you and scoffs.
Not that one! Not that one, guys!
Nadia, you're up.
I'm going to attack him with my sword.
Okay.
16 on the hit.
Yep. It dodges again, laughs.
Miss. 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Right in the nuts. 4.
So,
7.
after 2 slashes, miss, it dodges, sidesteps both into a spinning kick, and your heel just phases straight through its torso and out the other side.
Oh, it's barely alive!
It laughs at you.
No, I didn't hit him.
Phase through. And Robin, roll.
Oh,
Get
so close.
Okay.
At least it's not guaranteed next round.
Okay, this time, 8 firebolts come flying. Sorry. No, 10. I'm sorry, there's 10 firebolts come flying. 8 from each of the objects, and 1 from each of these 2 here. And the 10 firebolts all coalesce and go flying at Nadia.
No, Nadia, no!
4 and 11.
Okay.
No, not damage. That's roll a hit.
Miss.
Yeah. Well, I don't know you're right.
I was gonna take the damage.
I thought you said that was
yeah.
Oh, no. So, you guys see as all the firebolts come flying at Nadia, and Nadia just like fucking dodges and ninja rolls out of the way of like 10 firebolts as they come flying around.
I kind of like see myself like slash hands on the wall.
Yep. I'd like you to roll a d20. Just roll a d20 for me.
10.
10? Okay. You hit 2 of them, but your blade goes right through the 2 you hit, and nothing happens. Like they're not really
Oh, it's
there.
gonna be like Ganon. No, I'm joking.
Okay.
Ocarina of Time.
And Layla, you're up. Go.
I'm gonna point at this one and True Strike him. Descent.
Read True Strike for me.
You extend your hand and point a finger at a target in range. Your magic grants you a brief insight into the target's defenses. On your next turn, you gain advantage on your first attack roll against the target.
I'm going to say you immediately know that it isn't real.
Other one! I don't know! He's switching!
Trevor, you're up. Unless you have a
You
bonus
said
action.
each of these.
No, that's an action.
What was that? You can't see your action.
I was gonna say, you said each of these objects out here. I'm assuming you're talking like the ripped the tree.
Yes. The
pillar,
tree that is on fire, the pile of rocks, the broken pillar, the angel, the other pillar sort of slanted right there, the hill that you guys are in front of, the open grave, and the car all have laughter coming from them.
Okay, but we don't see anybody like necessarily hiding behind them or anything like that, right? Because I mean,
From the angles
fuck is
you are
dying?
from the angles you are currently standing, you do not see anything.
okay.
Start your timer, Kevin.
Okay.
Where are you shaking?
20.
Okay, really quick. You do see a sort of shimmering, shadowy, spectral version of Eightrius hiding behind the angel and hiding behind that pillar.
There's some sort of copies, and we'll just kind of try to blast the one that's right behind this. Yeah,
Behind the angel there? Okay. What are you doing? Laser?
Yeah, same thing. The acid one again.
Okay. Your beam hits, and it fades out of existence, but it goes straight through it, and then the shimmering spectral illusion just sort of fades.
One down.
Nadia, you're up. You can see the other one behind the pillar.
I'm attacking.
Okay.
Does it get an attack of opportunity on there?
No, it just sort of watches her pass.
Miss. Miss. 19.
That one will hit. So So
That's a kick. 4, 6.
first you run up and you do a slash, it sidesteps, second slash, it leaps over the top, flaps its wings once, and then you go to kick it in the chest and your foot goes straight through it.
Not here either.
And it laughs at you. You also hear laughing coming from the flaming tree over there and the car in front of you. All around you. Robin, roll. Okay. Second. Okay, 10 firebolts come flying through the skies.
9?
Yeah, sure, 9. And all coalesce around Nadia.
Ooh, nice.
With
We're
an
wasted.
11. I'm assuming the 11 misses. Okay, you guys watch again as Nadia proceeds to leap and dodge and roll around the fireball so they all miss her. And I'm going to say you get to make 2 attacks at 2 of them, so roll d20 for me twice, trying to hit it. Okay, Mila. Okay, the 2 that you do hit, your sword just phases right through. Okay, and let's see here. Layla, you're up.
Layla's going to look around. She's just gonna get angry. Why are you hiding? Just show your true self. Don't fight like a wimp or a coward. And she's gonna hold an action to firebolt if a third one comes into her view.
The third one comes into her view?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's trying to antagonize him into coming out.
Okay, roll... Persuasion, I guess.
Seduction.
Performance.
That's a 24.
Yeah, girl.
Trevor, go ahead.
Tell him.
He'll turn to this one because you said he could see. You can see that one, right?
Yep.
And he'll open like next, and then try to acid beam that one. He's figuring he has to work these down.
17? Is that a success?
That is success.
That's a success?
Shit.
Okay, he just sort of like dodges.
Oh, this is so epic.
And then he'll move.
Okay, you can see another one behind the hill right there.
Behind the hill?
Yep.
And can you still see this one?
Yeah, you can still see that one.
Okay. Then he's staying. He essentially wants to be able to see 2 of them at the
Okay, go ahead.
Before I go, where was the one that I saw?
The one that you...
You said I saw a shimmering one. I'm right here.
Oh!
I heard voices, I thought, behind the tree.
Yeah, no, yeah, you heard
See this
voices.
ledge right back here?
Sure, I'll say you can see it, sure.
I'm running to him. Because I'm seeing what he's doing.
Okay.
I'm gonna slash at him. Nope. 17.
Nice.
And I'm just gonna kick at it. Yep.
It's fine. Okay, it dodges, laughs at you. Robin, roll. Okay, firebolts are going to go flying at Nadia again. They're going to miss Nadia again. Nadia, 2 rolls to see if you can smack it too.
19 and a 6.
Okay. Yeah, you, one of the firebolts you hit out of the air, you hit it and it just like blasts and dissipates in the air.
Yes.
I'd like you to roll a perception
Look
check.
at There's a spider.
There's just a spider in front of you.
Can you please move it away from me?
Yeah, she doesn't like spiders.
He knows.
We know.
It will kill the mosquitoes that get in.
Here you go, buddy.
That's how I
I was like, what? What did I do?
That was the fucking spider party! God damn it!
Perception,
Stacy,
please,
that's
Nadia.
not in game!
She's trying to find a good dice.
Sorry.
Alright,
hold
now.
on.
You gotta
Let me
roll
know
perception.
roll.
Perception.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is his attack, right?
6.
6? Okay, you don't know where the one you hit came from.
Damn. I know. Someone should do it.
Okay. Robin, roll. No, sorry, that was Eightrius. Layla, go.
For the rest of the day.
So we didn't pop out with her antagonization?
Roll perception.
Okay.
8.
8. No, you don't see anything.
Okay.
We're done. What would you like to do, Layla?
She's gonna follow their lead and throw a firebolt at the car.
Okay, we'll make an attack roll for me.
Okay. 23.
Okay, roll damage.
8.
8. Okay. Car lights on fire. As a bolt of fire goes slamming
She
into
just
it.
sort of grabs at her neck, pulls out a little spark. I grab at my neck, pull a little spark out.
Okay. Here, I'll give you a die.
Okay.
Trevor, go.
Calling me Layla.
They're hiding behind the things! He yells, and then he'll shoot at the one that's hiding behind this thing.
Aim again.
Beat again.
Okay, the beam goes flying straight through.
Okay.
Fades from existence.
Oh,
Go on.
I mean, no, stop there. He's not letting his sister's body on the side.
Okay, Nadia, go.
Attacking the one that's in front of me. Much better. 20.
Okay. Your slash hits go straight through it and it fades from existence.
Alright, I'm gonna turn around. Can I see the one behind the car?
Yes.
I'm gonna run up to it. And I'm gonna...
I'm gonna say that you can see that the fire is licking at it and it doesn't care. It's not really there.
Okay, where's the other one? Is there another one?
There's a flaming tree, a pile of rocks, a broken pillar, and an open grave.
Oh, I thought... Running over to the open grave.
Okay. You see one down there.
I use it in the grave?
Yeah. Yep. Inside the grave.
18 plus 6.
That hits. Roll damage.
This is the other sword. So this is the 6 plus 3.
Okay. He's looking up at you laughing. You stab the sword to his chest. You see blood come out of his chest. Or out of his mouth. And ice freezes over his chest. Yeah, you can kick him. Go for it.
19 plus 6.
Hits.
Nice. 7.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, you kick him in the chest. You see your bones crack. Blood comes pouring from his mouth.
It's over here!
All the other illusions fade, so you can just go ahead and put one of those in the grave and then the other one back.
Okay. Good way up, Nixilis.
Good guess! That was gonna be my next thought.
Alright, and Robin, roll. Okay.
It was probably them.
So, for his turn, 1 second. He attempts to do something. You see him flicker a bit, but nothing happens. Layla, you're up.
I'm going to firebolt him.
You can. He has full cover inside the grave.
So he's down in there?
Yeah.
Run up and move me forward.
5, 10,
15,
20,
25,
30. Can't
No
see
action.
him there.
Can't see him still?
No, unless you have something that lets you avoid cover. Like I don't know if
Full
you're
cover or?
full cover.
Because I do have spell sniper.
Yeah, I don't know if that lets you avoid full cover or not.
Oh god, features and traits.
Actually, it's pretty small. I'm gonna say it's 3/4 cover. If it lets you avoid 3/4 cover, I'll let you.
It
It
does.
absolutely does.
All right, then go ahead.
Do it. Okay.
Full head.
21.
Okay, roll damage.
Yeah. Yeah. 15.
How do you want to do this?
She's just basically like pulling the last flames out of her necklace. He's just run bolt, and it slowly flips over, does a little like loop-de-loop, and slams down onto him
Okay.
into the grave.
The whole grave lights up on fire.
Kind of
you
like
see
blooms
the
into a
ice on his
firefly.
chest shatter. You see him start to fall apart at the sword wounds that have been slashed into him. And he just explodes into a fiery mist.
You're the one who died, motherfucker. And Layla does say that. Nice.
It's great.
Nice.
If
Sitting where he was, floating inside the grave, is a glowing orb of white light, just levitating inside the grave.
They're
And
demon
that's where we're
souls!
going to
They're demon souls! They're demon souls!
Yeah, boss!
With the huge cliffhanger, though!
Right?
Well, it is a bit past our times.
It is.
It is, but it's so worth it.
Dude, that was epic. Okay. You boss, yellow or white?
Somebody want to take a picture of the board for me?
Yes.
Sorry, Robin. I'm sure you're having nice dreams right now, though. Oh no! Here, for flavor, he takes an extra 10 damage!
Okay, finger explosion.
Yeah!
Roast off Nadia's eyebrow. No, I'm kidding.
His fire punch! I'm pretty sure they're also roasted because of his fire punch, though.
That's true.
Dude, those last several rolls, dude.
Oh, in the
so
middle of that,
bad.
we
Right.
all were doing bad.
Oh yeah.
And he was doing good because he was saving from your things.
Plus, he was taking half damage from literally everything that Layla threw at him.
Yeah, I figured. Fire is his specialty, I know. Like, people say fire, fight fire with fire.
Most people never fought a demon.
Yeah, most of those people have never tried to put a fire out.
Right.
I don't get why it's going. I don't understand. It's like it just keeps getting bigger.
It's late, so I'll just say any comments from anybody.
It's cool.
Oh, it was so awesome.
Legendary creature.
That was fun.
Oh, cliffhanger.
We did Jones in for some fights.
You.
I may have a high appointment